What is up, everybody? It is Thursday night, so you know what that is. It's time for another Beer Flow show. Welcome back for those of you out there in YouTube land. Myself, Rajay, of course, here with Eric and, of course, with Todd, as we kind of talk about some beers and get ready to enjoy some beers. And hopefully you guys are getting ready for the long weekend, possibly, because it is Labor Day weekend. So hopefully you're off. I know some people still have to work that Monday, but I'm not one of them. And
I'm not one of them.
3-day weekend, baby. 3-day weekend.
I'm going 5, son. I'm off Tuesday and Wednesday. Stretch it out.
Nice.
It's the Rod J way.
That's what you got to do. You got to make it work for you, right? So not really any plans yet. So we'll see what happens this weekend. Probably do some more videos and stuff like that. Kick back. Maybe catch up on some shows. There's some shows I haven't seen yet, I think, that I need to catch up on. I saw The Boys Season 2 came out, but I still haven't finished The Boys Season 1 because it just didn't have time for it. I don't know if you guys have watched that one on Amazon Prime, but it got a lot of good reviews on it.
I watched about 3/4. Yeah, I'm the same as you. I haven't finished first season yet.
Yeah. Speaking of seasons finished, I don't want to spoil it or anything like that, but what'd you think of the end of Yellowstone?
Oh. That show was
like,
so
don't
good.
do me like this, son. Don't do me like
I know.
this.
That's what Shannon said. She goes, why do they do that shit? You know we're coming back to watch the next season. That's like her exact word. She's like, why? Why?
That is so crazy. Great show. And yeah, pretty good cliffhanger there at the end. So we'll see what happens next summer, I guess. We got Erie in the house. He says, oh my God, you're late.
We're never late.
Are we late? Are we just,
never late. We're never late.
You got to make that appearance, right? That's
our fashionable way.
Yeah, right. That's the way we roll. So shout out to Erie there, and probably get some other people straggling in as we talk about some of the beer and some of the stuff happening in the beer world and other things. So topics you guys want to talk about, feel free to chime along and put some stuff in the comments there so we know. As far as the beers, the first beer I'm going to actually start out with tonight is from Blue Stallion Brewing Company, which, Todd, you might be familiar with them. They are out of Lexington, and it is going to be the You Damn Skippy.
Nice.
Yeah, right. You damn
Skippy.
So this is one I just saw in the store when I was going to Gatlinburg, and I was like, I don't get a lot of the Blue Stallion up here, so I said, oh, well, it's got peanut butter. I'm a sucker for peanut butter now, so I like to get the peanut butter beers, and I'm like, let's grab that puppy. So this one is a peanut butter porter, comes in at 5% ABV. It says on the side, your glassware, I don't know why they say it, but they have a picture of an imperial pint. It's only 5%, so I just got a regular pint. Come on, don't make yourself bigger than you actually are. And fit in because it is Blue Stallion, and it is the weekend for the Derby this weekend coming up. So
there you go.
Nice little horse racing type beer. So that's what I'm going to crack open here. On the can itself, I think we did have a date that might be a little bit rubbed. I remember when I picked it up, I think there was one on one of the cans, but we'll give them a pass for that. But looking forward to seeing what they came up with on this one. As for Todd, what do you got there to drink right now?
Picked this up today. I wasn't going to let it slip through yet once again.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
shit. It's out. It's out.
Double too hard, dude.
I'm gonna get that this weekend, Todd.
Oh my God! I'm hoping I can get it tomorrow. Why don't you message us to let us know you got it today, so we would have known? You know it don't last long.
I know it was only a 2-bottle limit where I get my main.
Oh, you couldn't get a 4-pack or anything or a 6-pack of it. Yeah,
Todd, I've had that before. It's gonna be interesting what you think of it. I've had.
I know.
I had last year's.
I missed it last year. I didn't even know it come out, and I was like, too hard. I was like, when's the Double Too Hard come out? Like, oh, you missed it last week. I was like, what?
Spoiler. Double Too Hearted is pretty good. I'm just saying, it's pretty good.
Now, a lot of it. Go ahead, Todd. Go ahead.
I was gonna say the regular Two Hearted is my usual go-to when you go out somewhere at a restaurant or something. And they just have a okay tap list, and most time you can find Two Hearted pretty much anywhere. And if gun to head, if it was it was a beer, but like you have to have one beer the rest of your life, that might be it. Even though there's a lot, there's a lot of really good ones, especially some of the hazies and creamsicle type IPAs, whatever. But just as a go-to, like rest of my life, I could do Two Hearted Ale for sure. So I'm really anxious to try this one.
Now they
Nice.
say that this year's Double Two Hearted is better than last year. So,
It smells
Who are
damn good.
they? Who
I
are
can
these
tell you
Nate
that.
people? Who are these
I
Nate
know.
people?
well,
Maybe
I'm
don't
on.
know anything.
Hold on. So I'm on a Michigan beer connoisseurs Facebook page, and everyone who's had it said it's better than last year's.
Yeah. Well, time has faded since they've had it from last year, so it could be they were just waiting for it too. I'm just saying.
Could be.
But yeah, for those of you watching that have not had Double Two Hearted, and you're a double IPA fan, I would definitely recommend picking it up as soon as you can because it does not stay on shelves long.
No, it does not.
Sorry, Virginia, you still don't have Bell's coming to your area.
And Greg
sorry,
is pissed.
Sorry,
Greg
Greg,
is
nothing
pissed.
in the fridge. Greg won't have that in the fridge. I'm just telling you.
You guys like it
Unless he
better?
goes out of state.
Poor guy.
Poor guy.
You both like it better than the original?
I think the original's the best.
I like that one. Do I like the Double Two Hearted better than the regular Two Hearted? Yeah, I do. But I like I'm more of a double IPA or bigger IPA fan than like the regular Two Hearted is. So that Two Hearted has more of that piney type feel, but that gives me more of a malt back on the Double Two Hearted, which I enjoy.
Right.
Have you guys had the lighthearted?
Not yet.
Yeah.
I need to.
It's pretty good. I mean, it's pretty good too.
Yeah, it's pretty good for a light IPA.
Well, after having the one from Lagunitas that was their lower session IPA, I'm pretty sure Bell's came up with a good one as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I was really surprised how good the Lagunitas one was.
Yeah, that one was really good too.
I was really surprised, Ron, by the light, how well it transitions to the regular Two Hearted. It's like you can't, other than the body, you really can't have a taste difference.
I just wish you can get them like the unsaid brewery that we won't mention on here, but you can get them in the 15 packs for that price.
Yeah, that would be a good idea on their part.
Yeah, the unsaid brewery, yes.
Yeah. Eric, what you got there that you're looking at tonight right now?
Well, right now I'm just got a cola, the regular Meyer cola. I'm sucking on it right now. Just regular cola. But
Say them dollars.
But then it's the champagne of beers, baby.
Oh shit!
We're getting down and gritty tonight with the Miller High Life.
Now you know I love Miller Lite, but this is about half the price, and to me it tastes just as good. So
yeah, I mean that's nostalgia for me going for the High Life. So, which they did bring the champagne bottles out again earlier this year, I saw, but I did one review last year with them.
In Erie, for you, I almost picked up a 40 ounce of King Cobra just for you. Almost. But I thought, better not.
We need security in the door if Eric starts bringing in King Cobra. Erie says, maybe she was just early. You were early. We were late. We'll call it a draw. We'll say we'll kind of put it in the mix there. Shout out to Monica. Hey, my friend. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. And hopefully things are well. Always good to see Monica Tia out here. And says hello to Todd and Eric.
Cheers.
She says she buy that for the name, and that's the you damn Skippy. EB's in the house. Says cheers. What is going on, my friend? So EB, Alan, we were just on the one. He was just on the stream with Jeremy earlier, so I was in the comments and doing that stuff. But he's also part of our Call of Duty regimen. Him and Erie, of course. So with us three and a couple other people, and I just got my fourth gold gun done. He's got, Alan said, he has like 3 or 4 now. We're about to work on another one. I'm about to work on my 5th one too. That I realized I had a gun that was close. So might be a Call of Duty weekend at some point over this Labor Day weekend on the gaming channel as well. Although I did download Street Fighter 5 just for the old throwback of the Street Fighter game. So may throw that up on there. He said he has to find a double two-hearted. I recommend doing that. He couldn't get it the last round, so yeah. Todd didn't get it last round either, so good to see that Todd got it in first. I'm
going to look this weekend.
Yeah, my bad. I should have messaged you, but I didn't know.
Oh,
I was too happy.
No. I mean, I got to run some errands tomorrow, so I'll be out and about anyway. So I wasn't planning to go into Party Source, but I can make a detour. Oh, said he wanted to surprise us. Yeah, he surprised us for sure with that. Hey, eclectic beer from Monica. Nice. Cheers. Hope all is well. Oh God, the color of that beer is awesome. Yeah, it's a pretty beer. It's a pretty beer up there again, Todd. It's a pretty one.
Oh, what?
You froze. Todd, stop playing Blake and put your beer up. No, not the beer bottle, the beer.
The actual beer in the
Let's see. So yeah, you look at this one. It's got the nice
Ooh,
color.
amber color.
Look at it. It's glorious. Oh, I'm getting thirsty just looking at it. I know I got a beer in front of me. Yeah. Get a little bit of that lacing on there.
Yep.
Nice caramel brown.
I kind of
type
had down. That
color.
probably was a good finger ahead of when I first poured it.
Yeah. It's like that nice color of the old guy on Jurassic Park at the tip of his cane with that little caramel type color.
What,
It looks
looks like
more orange. I think it's
Orange.
lighting.
it looks like you've taken a drink. What'd you think of it?
Todd?
What?
Oh, I must not have came through it. It looks like you've taken
I lost my sound a little bit. Hang on. That's why I was trying to mess with my.
I keep telling Todd stop buying from China. But he'll listen to me. He keeps buying from China all the time. I keep telling him don't do
dumbass
that.
technology.
You don't hear.
Trying to get them Amazon cheap deals, but it's coming from China. Let's see here. What is going on, Mont? Nice to see you, Mont Muser. Happy Thirsty Thursday to you as well. And if you guys are drinking some stuff out there, let us know what you're drinking. Share any comments or share anything in the comments, questions or fun stuff. Any big plans for Labor Day weekend? Kind of just kicking back as we go through some stuff here. Y'all know Mont Muser. Make sure you check him out as well. Simon's in the house. And High Life was my first date beer. There you go. Champagne and beers. We're at the restaurant. We're on our date. I'm like, give us the top of the line. Give us the champagne and beers. And there you had the Miller High Life.
Simon, I'm a Miller guy.
Why not? COD and King Cobra weekend for sure. So Erie's rolling out the King Cobra this weekend. So
That's a glutton for punishment right there.
that'll be good. So Alan says he has 3. Should have gotten A in 94 in gold before the weekend. Should get that one. So that'll put him at 4. And then I should have the Bison done by the weekend as well, which will put me at 5 there. But
I got the big old goose egg.
yeah, well, it's just we played it a lot more than you guys have, I think, too. And it's just I really didn't even care about it until I got one gun that was really close to it. I saw, and I was like, never did that. And I said, oh, I got these other guns that are close to it as well, so I might as well get those done. The worst part about it is when you have to mount the guns for the mount challenge. That's the one that sucks. No thanks, Alan. Erie said, got Street Fighter 5 as well. We got PG. Oh, great. You got the PUBG downloaded. So
I got a funny story about PUBG. All right.
Did you get the download too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I got the download, and I'm sitting here playing, and I shot my teammate and killed him. I was like, "Oh fuck!" With the
So it was
my very first time, because I thought it was a free for all, just everyone, and I didn't know he had teammates, and I shot my teammate dead.
So you're playing like Call of Duty.
All right, I can hear you again now.
Yeah, you can do teams on that. So that's another thing. I don't know if Todd, if
Yeah.
you downloaded PUBG, but that's another game that we can mess around with too.
Oh no, I haven't.
So Todd, I'm wondering what you think of the beer since you already had a taste of it.
Oh, it's really good. Like it's just as good. I need a 2 Hard right next to it, although I've had that thing 1,000 times. I agree with what you said, right? It's not nearly as doesn't have the bite of the hops. It is a little more sweeter, which is the double IPA, which like you said, you do get more of the malt background.
Yeah, you get a nice smooth finish, I thought, on that one. I had that.
I mean, I'd take either one of them in a heartbeat for sure.
Yeah.
I like the original just because it's the original, but this is solid.
Yeah.
This is really good.
How much was it for the you only got the 2 bottles, right? How much are you doing for the bottle cost?
They were $3.99 a bottle.
Actually, that's good.
Going right here too.
That's
Yeah.
good. Well, were they 4-pack or 6-pack last year? Do you remember?
4.
They were 4. So when I got them, it was like 18 for the 4 then at Party Source.
Now,
So if you got 2
Now-
at 4, that's a good deal.
I had so they keep the 6-pack bottle empty bottle containers, so if you get the mix and matches or whatever.
Yeah.
And the one I picked up today happened to be a double 2-hearted ale holder, and it was like a 6-bottle holder.
So maybe it was a
Really?
6-pack then.
Maybe it
Yeah,
was
it
a
might have been a
six-pack.
6. Okay. Which would make more sense because then you'd be at $3 a bottle. So your individual usually a little higher. So I think it was a 6 they did last year, but
Yeah.
I'm just hoping they because we get bells at our Kroger, and a lot of times they'll screw up stuff and they'll put it like mix your own 6-pack things. I'll just see like 6 of those, and that you get like 6 of them for $9.99. It's not my fault to tell them when they're not supposed to be there. I'm just there,
Right.
as a chopper.
That's right. Not your responsibility.
That's not my responsibility.
You just got to take advantage of it. That's your responsibility.
Erie said, that's fine. Drink the horse piss. And that's just going back to the King Cobra. I'll go to Lowe's Grocery and see if they had a double two-hearted or a local one brew. There you go. Vanessa's in the house. Says, hello. Cheers, Vanessa. Good to see you again tonight. That's fine. Cheers, Vanessa. He says, do that then. Be that way. Trying to set up new phone. Everything needs me to re-sign in.
Yeah.
It's the phone should have kicked over if you got a new phone. If it's the same, like when I do, like I have an Apple, so the Apple to Apple, you save it on the cloud, and when you get the new one, it just downloads it back in. But I think Samsung and them all do that kind of stuff too.
Yeah, Samsung has
do.
a cloud service, and
But it's a pain putting all the password stuff in if that's not the case. She's a teeny head. One of the beer heads there. Hey,
probably
talking
about.
Yeah, well now, because it settled down. Let's cheers, Rajay, and hit that like. Oh, thanks, Monica. I appreciate that. And let's see. What's the flavor profile of the Double Two Hearted? Remember reading that the Two Hearted has been rated the best beer by a lot of folks, but I disagree, even though it's hella good.
So
go ahead,
Alan. So before you go to that, Rod, Alan, what do you think's the best IPA by you? Go ahead, Rod.
Yeah. The regular Two Hearted was voted as the best IPA by I can't remember if it was the BJCP or whoever did it, homebrew.
3 years in a row, right?
Yeah, 3 years in a row, and it is one of the best IPAs out there. Again, for a classic IPA style, it's hard to say that does not represent that. Now, if you put it against some of the other IPAs out there, because now you have the milkshake IPAs and the New England hazies and all that kind of stuff. Based on your palate, it may not stack up, but as a classic representation of the IPA style, it's kind of hard to beat their beer there. There's a lot of ones that can definitely go against it for sure. It's just there's so many beers out there.
And
how do you really know what's the best?
And for a single hop IPA too, at that, it gets that kind of praise.
Yeah. So I mean,
they use all Centennial hops.
Yeah. So it's definitely a solid one, but the Double Two Hearted is basically a step up. You got more malts to increase the alcohol content, so you have more of a smoother, caramelly type finish. You get a little bit. At least when I had it, I had caramel and toffee in the flavor coming through from some of the malt feeling of the beer. Smooth on the back end, not as much hop bitterness up in your face. So it's just nice and smooth overall. You still got a little bit of that hop flavor, but it was definitely driven more by the malts. That's what I looked at it when I had it then.
So this one says it's packaged on 8/19.
No,
so pretty recent.
Yeah.
And it says shelf life of 3 months, and it's 11% ABV.
Yeah.
Nice
session now.
2.5 weeks.
Yeah, under 3, pretty much. Yeah. That's pretty fresh. So
yeah, no idea. I just happened to be looking at his Facebook page and because he always usually put out new brews that come out to when he gets them in, and that was on there. I was like, oh, I know where I'm stopping on the way home. I think he actually just got them in today. I think.
Yeah. But we were talking last week. I think it was last week we were talking. Last week or the week before, but I think it was last week that we knew it was getting close for that to come out from when it came out last year. We were talking about it was almost that time. So.
I'm hard to believe it's been almost a year, or it has been a year, I guess.
Yeah. I still haven't done any pumpkin beers. It's just still too early for me to do pumpkin. I'm not messing with the pumpkin. Speaking of pumpkin, message out there to Erie. Don't be bringing that hate. Don't be bringing that hate mail to my Facebook page talking about pumpkin baloney. Don't be putting pumpkin baloney on my Facebook. That's just some hate
I was so
mail
glad
right
she.
there.
I was so glad she posted that because that was totally what I was. That's exactly what I saw.
Who would put pumpkin in bologna?
Oh,
Why?
God, pumpkin
Why?
bologna?
Why would you do that?
Do you eat that with cream cheese or whipped cream instead of mayo. I don't know what you're supposed to do there.
I don't know what you're supposed to do with that. I mean, do you have a fried bologna sandwich with the pumpkin in it? I mean,
Oh God, I don't even. Ugh.
I don't know what cheese you want to pair that up with. I mean, because it's pumpkin. So, yeah, Erie put that out there, and I was like, seriously? The guy was saying he had solid out there, so that's just funny. I'm like, I can't mess with no pumpkin bologna.
Only Erie would say pumpkin bologna.
Right? And then Erie said, hey to Vanessa. She's actually drinking Coke Zero right now. And make ultra lime and prickly pear infusions. This is what EB's drinking. Yeah, he's missing that Zima, I believe. Oh, he was out in the field, Simon says. I should be able to get the PKM done this weekend as well. Nice. Let's be right back. Yeah, I got to get the mounted kills for A94 as well. And that's on that one. Yeah, it's getting those mounted kills can definitely be a pain at points, especially when I did it with the sniper rifle. Any of the other guns you can do a little bit better, but the sniper rifle, that was kind of hard there. And
I've got to figure out some settings on mine because it's got to be the settings. Everything seems so slow. I don't even.
You know what we need to do is just have you come in and then see what our settings are on and see compared to yours, because maybe ours are off differently than how you have it set up.
Because you guys get so many more kills. Like I see people, and by the time I can draw, I'm already dead. It's like,
yeah.
I know I'm not great, but I don't think I'm as bad as what my stats show.
The stats are a lie.
That's right.
It's like some of those bad COVID tests coming back. That's a lie.
That's a lie. Like Maury.
Yeah, I mean it's reaction time and all that kind of stuff. So we probably do them in different settings, but we can definitely do that this weekend. Take a look at it. EB said, "I'll be honest, I'm not a big fan of PUBG as I am COD or Apex. I haven't played Apex in ages.
I have never played Apex.
Yeah, me and Todd played when it first came out, but I ended up taking it off the system. I think even
I got to upgrade my hard drive. I got to get a laptop hard drive.
4 terabyte.
I'm going to.
Dude,
because the 1 terabyte ain't handling it, boys. The 1 terabyte.
I
got the 2, and it's about half full now, I think.
I'm just going to get the 4 and just jump right up to it and just do it.
Yeah, because they got all the other stuff that's coming.
There's tutorials on there how to swap the hard drive out, how to put the operating system back on, and all that.
Yeah. So I've got to have it finished downloading, and Erie said you put the night on PUBG too.
Well, my old teammate night is what happened, Erie.
Did you say sorry, teammate? Did you?
I couldn't communicate with anybody.
Gilbert's in the house says, "Cheers, fools! What is going on, Gilbert? What is happening this Thursday night, my friend?
What's going on, Gilbert?
We got Flacco in the house. What is going on, Flacco? Cheers, buddy." Flacco's out there doing this thing. Make sure you check out Flacco's beer reviews, and on Facebook, Flacco's out there trying to drop those financial tips to people. So Flacco's been out there playing the stock market a little bit, doing well for himself. So some good stuff being dropped out there. If you want to talk offline, let me know, Flacco. I can't say too much because I'm actually licensed in investing, but definitely you're on some good stuff there, my friend. Cheers to Gilbert. Cheers, Flacco. Cheers, Eclectic. Oh, scroll down too far. Trying to stay on the comments here tonight. It seems I have signed out of everything. I have like 400 apps on the phone. That is way a lot of apps.
That's a hell of a lot of apps. If you got 400, Jesus.
No kidding.
It's a lot of things to stay tuned to. Cheers, Eclectic. I received some sours from Maryland this Monday. I really like sours now. Awesome. I do like some good sours. Like some of the ones they're doing with some of the kettle type sours, but I also like the lambics. So I don't know if you've had the lambic style, Monica, but that's a nice one to actually enjoy as well. And sours are good ones. Sours are actually good beers you can actually sell or two that won't fade on you too much over a period of time. So if you're ever looking to sell or if you don't want the high ABV, you can find some good sours that are also lower and also be able to do that. New one has many apps not signed in on new phone. Drinking a Saison DuPont. Nice. EB said, best IP I've had, Enchantment Under the Sea by Edmonds Oast out of North Charleston, South Carolina, or Orange Julius by Treehouse. Legit the two best IPAs I've ever had.
Orange Julius was really good.
Orange Julius is really good, but then to me, that's not a true. I mean, it's an IPA on how it's kind of designed now in that style of being that kind of IPA, but it's not a true classic style IPA.
Isn't that like a hazy style IPA?
Yeah, I mean, I would kind of put that in a different area. Than I wouldn't have that compete against Two Hearted. I mean, you have the IPA name, but it's not the same style. It's not the same thing they're going for with both of those.
Yeah,
but
it's really a category of its own.
Freaking other half can make a damn good IPA too.
Yeah. Yeah, so can Finback too. So those are also good.
Those home beers I had were phenomenal too. Were really good.
I hear their names more and more. Somebody else had a Homes beer on their YouTube channel. I can't remember who it was, but I have to definitely check them out if I get some of that stuff done. I know they're smaller up there, so they're starting to make a name for themselves.
Yeah, they're right near the university in Ann Arbor.
Erie just had an L, so I don't know if somebody's taking an L or she was going to type something and didn't type it out.
You taking one for the team, Erie? Taking one for the team?
Bound by Time by Edmonds Oaks and Fountain Drink are close to those two as well. Westbrook is my go-to with the one call and 2 call rye IPAs and their 3 call. Yeah, Westbrook I've had collab on a couple other beers that were pretty decent. I don't think I've had anything from them straightly direct from Westbrook, but they always have a good name for stuff going on. And Todd started it. And cream cheese. Yeah. You put cream cheese on the pumpkin bologna? Is that what you're going with? Cream cheese on it instead of mayo? Like, do you still put mayo on the pumpkin bologna sandwich? Or do you just put cream cheese on a pumpkin bologna sandwich?
I don't know. Right, if you only one way to find out.
And if you put cream cheese on it, do you need the other cheese? Because you got cream cheese. So do you need other cheese besides that?
You need that smoked Gouda.
Yeah.
Smoked Gouda, baby.
Actually, maybe the Gouda would work with the pumpkin. I don't know. Sliced thinly. Erie's pumpkin stuff is amazing, but not bologna. Well, you haven't tried it yet, though, Erie. You haven't tried it yet. Drinking either local or whiskey until this weekend, then I'll be drinking regular beers again. All right, nice. So you guys are finding a listen pumpkin beer sampler. Yeah, I saw that some people were trying that one. Their Night Owl's the only one I've had that was pumpkin from them, which I really liked. Someone had one of their other ones, the pumpkin chino, they really liked too. So it wouldn't be a bad sampler to mess around with.
I seen the listing with the Halloween.
Halloween, like it's all pumpkin beers.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
It came in a 12-pack. Three beers and 4. Yeah,
I haven't seen that here. I've seen pictures of it, but I've not seen it around.
They had the craft beer box at one of the stores I went to this past weekend, and it was basically, you don't know what the beers are inside. It's like a 12-pack of craft beers from various breweries. You can kind of see through the side on one. Like I saw like a Beetle was one of the beers that was in it, but every year it comes out from this one company that does it, I guess, and they get 3 of each from like 4 different breweries or whatever that they put into this box, and you can try and experiment with beers you may not get usually.
I did pick up a pumpkin one today from Three Floyds.
Three Floyds has a pumpkin one.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the name of that one?
I haven't seen this one before, so I don't know if it's a new one. But they usually do come out with one. I'm drawing a blank on what the name of it. I think it used to be in a bomber. I don't know if they're doing bombers much anymore or not. I haven't seen any for a while.
Yeah.
Seems like a lot of people are getting away from those. It seems.
I'll be honest. I really haven't been looking for bombers. So, me
either. Damn. What was the name of that one? I might have to go down and get it and see.
Yeah, there's some stuff I'll get in bombers, but some stuff are designed for the bombers too, kind of like the John the Baptist beers, which I still haven't even cracked those open yet. Rogue is huge, of course, into the bombers and all that their stuff. Yeah, but depends on the beer. It's got to be something good to really catch my eye now for a bomber. Because I mean, do you want to sit there and drink a 22-ounce beer possibly?
Right.
Yeah. But then if you don't get it, you get like a little bottle. Oh, I should have got the bomber. So good.
Well, it seemed like it used to be. Well, except for like Rogue and some of those, but it seemed like the ones when you saw it in a bomber, it was almost kind of a specialty type beer. Like it was. So it was just kind of like, oh, okay. Now, not so much the case anymore, but some of them, like the Heavy Seas. I think it's Heavy Seas that does the bombers a lot too.
Yeah, Heavy Seas. Or no, it's
Is it my Victory? You're talking about Ballast Point?
Ballast Point.
No.
I thought about
Heavy Seas may have some stuff in them. I usually see them in 6-packs for the main part, but They may, but sometimes depending on the beer, like you'll see something in a bomber, but it's got a 6-pack. And the 6-pack, if you're looking to break down the value, it's better to get the 6-pack than to get the bomber for what the cost is per ounce and what you're paying, and you're not having to crack it all open and drink it at one time. So,
yeah, that's the bad thing with those for sure.
Yeah,
I think you could probably cork it, but you would have to drink it the next day.
Yeah.
And I would say it would probably lose some of its.
Well, once you get it open, once you got it open, you got the oxidation that becomes a factor. I mean,
right.
That's why, like, even crack a growler, you can open a growler and usually over a little period of time, maybe a day or so, get through it. I've done that before, but you do feel a difference in there. And with a bottle, you even less. So, yeah. Gilbert's always loved Duvel triple hop selection, all monster beers, if like a session Suns. Yeah, Duvel, I mean, you can't go wrong with their beers, in my opinion. They're always pretty solid in their stuff. But you know me and Belgian beers, I do love them. We'll go find it for me here. He said, I don't care for Apex, but PUBG for me is more of a pain, or at least it was last time I played. It was highly unoptimized, even on Xbox, like it was on the PC. Yeah, I remember playing it before because I got it on the PS4. It was almost like a mess at points, but I haven't gone back to play to see what they made with the updates or anything.
Was that one of the free ones for this month?
Yeah.
Okay, my daughter downloaded it, and I've got it. I just haven't played it.
Yeah, PUBG and Street Fighter were the 2 free for this month. Okay. Yeah, Erie, trust me. We know you shoot teammates all the damn time. Trust me, we know. We're part of your victims here.
Next time you're gonna wait, Erie, we're just gonna shoot you. Get out of my way, point.
So what up, head coach? Coach is in the house down here as well. Sour and stouts, 2 favorite beer styles. Sours are really good. Lambics are nice. Yeah, Lambics are really good too. As being sours there, and to me, I say you can't beat a good lambic. Head coach says cheers to eclectic as well. And I must have missed Coach when he came in. He must have snuck in the back door. It's a backdoor man.
Backdoor.
My bad. Shout out to Mandy Robinson. Mandy Robinson in the house with head coach. What is going on? Hopefully you guys are getting teed up for a nice Labor Day weekend here as well.
I might go have to get me some Warlock. Just talking to pumpkin beers.
You do like some Warlock. I like some Warlock. Warlock's probably one of my favorite.
I saw that today. I was half tempted, but I didn't.
I just not feel. I mean, at least you can get it now and just hold it. Because I mean,
yeah.
7% got the juice factor and it's got bitterness. The problem with American IPA, traditional English, the hops are entirely overplayed to the point of being undrinkable. Nah, not for me. I mean, that's how they're supposed to be in the style. It's just we drink them a lot quicker now than when they were originally created. When they were created, they would be drank over like 3 or 4 months later, but everybody drinks them fresh now. So I will say it does take something to get acclimated to when you're drinking those as fresh, but I like them fresh. I like the floral feel of it, but I can drink like some of the other stuff that's malted down too. So,
I mean, really, there's nothing. Go ahead, Rod.
No, it's just all about your palate and what you enjoy, I think.
Yeah, and there's nothing really wrong with aging an IPA just a little bit. If you don't like the bitterness right up front, I mean, it'll fade over a little bit, and then you can have it. And you might like it.
Yeah,
because it'll definitely get a little more malty, sweeter feel to them. So. It's definitely, if you're not a big IPA fan, it's definitely not a bad idea, Eric, to kind of age them for a bit.
Yeah, and I've actually had IPAs that were a year old before and still picked up hoppiness off of it because they were aged correctly. Not as strong as it would have been right fresh, but it had a nice more balance with the malts. It just made it a little bit more maltier. Yeah. So you can smooth them out over a period of time. I think like the people like the 120s, a lot of people don't like to drink them fresh. They want to age them. So that can go the same way, which I just went to another place and we had like 4 packs of 120. So we're still getting them here pretty much.
I've had the 120 fresh. I've had the 120 aged, and I like them both ways.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me either way.
Yeah.
But I think it depends on the person too. You get some of the kind of beer snobbish ones that were like, oh, this is 30 days out. Can't drink it. You know what?
Like what?
Yeah, it might not be, if you let it sit a little bit, it may not be what the brewer intended, but it's not going to go bad. I mean, people's like, oh, I'm going to pour it out. Like, why are you going to pour that out?
Yeah. Well, even some of the IPAs, some of the breweries are like, 3 months is usually a suitable time frame even. So it's not like it has to be like right there, that 30-day period. But
well, it's all in storage and how much light and different things too go into play on that,
Oh, yeah.
If it's not taking
temperature.
Right, yeah. If it's not going in a big temperature change from cold to hot to cold or whatever. I'm not sure
Yeah.
if that even I've read things where that doesn't even matter. Where
No, it doesn't. Like people always
in
say, well, if it's
transit,
cold,
when the trucks they sit, over the weekend in 90-degree weather, or
Come on.
all of a sudden it's fine. So they say that doesn't make any difference really.
well, if you get it that hot, it can matter because you can have beer start to re-ferment again
yeah,
because it'll get too warm. But like people will
that's
buy
probably a bad
something.
example. But
Yeah, people will buy stuff in a cold case and they might want to take it home, but not really put it in the cooler. And they're like, well, if I let it go warm and put it cold again, it's going to be bad. No, that's actually one of the myths about beer drinking. You can actually still put it right in your cellar and let it get to that cellar temperature, put it back in, and it'll still be fine. So, yeah.
And that's more where I was going with
Yeah.
it than that extreme. But,
yeah, if you get it too hot, like in some of those things, you can actually have stuff even start popping off some of the bottles because of the heat. Yeah.
Right.
She said she did type the L by accident. So no one's taking an L.
Nobody's taking an L. Nobody's taking an L.
You put mayo on nothing, Fit's nasty as hell. It's nasty as hell. You can put mayo. You can't put mayo on a pumpkin bologna. I mean, it's a bologna sandwich still. Some people like mayo.
Loves mayo.
Yeah. Oh, very nice. Gilbert said he loaded his cellar with 10 Lindemans, Cuvée Renee, aging some wild beers. Yeah, Lindemans is top notch when it comes to lambic, so definitely good to check out. Oh, I have to get you some Westbrook beers and send a care package to you, Rod. Well, definitely. I mean, there's stuff you see me doing a channel you want to know about. Let me know. I get some stuff down there too. I was talking to somebody else. One of the shout out to I think it's Craft Beer Runners. I got to find out, but anyway. Last night, I was actually interviewed for one of the other YouTube channels up and coming. That'll be out in a couple of weeks, and I'll share that with you guys and stuff too. But yeah, we were talking about all the different beer stuff around here, and he was asking about some of the different breweries. And I said, I talked about when you guys came in. I said you guys only went to like 3 or 4 of the breweries or whatever, and you guys were overwhelmed with just that. I said, man, we have like 60 of them in this area, and they all have different things they bring to the table. So we were sitting in a nice little haven for beer here.
Good problem to have.
I would love to subscribe to beer subscriptions, but it's hard for me to be at home when they deliver. Back in the 90s and stuff on your porch. Yeah. Well, yeah, in the States here, I think a lot of them use FedEx where you have to sign for it. I was actually part of the beer club, but they don't deliver to Kentucky now, but you had to sign for it for that. I'm trying to think. The last one I got sent to me from one of the breweries, though, I think they did leave it on the step. I think when I got the one for Hot Butcher, I didn't have to sign for that one. It was just left there for me. So some people still can leave them, I guess, or you can go online and say to leave it. I believe I have a UPS account, so I can go in there and say just leave it at the door or put it in the back or something like that. Sometimes they do. But yeah, most stuff they want you to sign to make sure you're over 21, I guess. But a lot of people like that divorce service. We don't get that here, but I don't know if you guys ever looked at that or thought about it, but you can get beer from around the country through Devore when they deliver it to your house.
I don't think we get them here. They only deliver to certain states, I think.
Yeah, but they got like, I think 30-something states now they do.
Oh, is it that many? Maybe
yeah.
I can get
Devore.
I didn't think it was that many.
TAVOUR.
Yeah.
I think it was like
I was thinking it was only like 8 or 10 states.
Oh, no, it's more than that. Like Tanya in California, she'll get stuff from Rheingeist and Madtree and some of the stuff that are here. I was like, how did you get that? And it'd be like, well, Devore has it on their thing now.
Unless I'm thinking of something different. Because I see a lot of people on one of the Facebook groups I'm a part of, and a lot of them are getting those Drakkar beers out of South Dakota.
Yeah.
Drecker, or however you say it. It's supposed to be really awesome beers.
And it's
that's how they're getting them.
Devore, okay.
But most of them live in like Kentucky, so I'm not sure.
I'm trying to see all the states that they deliver to, but I don't see it anywhere on their website.
Let's see here.
Maybe they're using something different than Devore.
I thought there was at least a bunch. Maybe not. No, you're right, Todd. I think it's it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, 13 states.
Okay. I would say I didn't think it was very many because I don't think Indiana was one of them.
Where'd you see that at, Rod?
I just went on, put Devore and Devore shipping in Google, and there was a question about what states they deliver to. They said
I was going to get on there because I wanted some of those Drecker beers, and I was like, shit, we can't even get them delivered here.
There was a piece done by the Beer Connoisseur, but they also said there are numerous other clubs that ship to all states except Utah, even though several of the states legally do not permit shipping. So somebody's out there breaking the law. Yeah, and the funny thing is, like, we always hear about, like, you can't ship beer through UPS. You can if you're actually a licensed beer distributor, though. They have to put a special label on it, but...
Or if you tell them it's homemade barbecue sauce that you're sending out for a gift to friends.
I know nothing what you talk about, sir. I know nothing about that.
I know nothing of what you speak of.
Yeah. You definitely don't want to tell them the post office, though. Yeah, so... because you say the post office, can you really afford to turn down shipping right now? Really? Because you guys are struggling. Yeah. Tunis is in the house. They know what pizza delivery drivers and gynecologists have in common. They both get the smell but can't taste it.
I just tell them they're Fago bottles. They're Fago bottles. That's all I tell them.
You tell them what?
They're Fago bottles.
Fago?
Fago, yeah.
Why Fago?
Because it sounds like sloshing, so I'm like, hey, they can't get it down.
But why not Pepsi? Why not Coke? Why not Dr. Pepper? Why not?
Fago's only here in Michigan, I think.
Oh, well, that's actually well played if they can't get them. Yeah,
we can get them here too. I think.
Fago?
I think so. We used to be able to. I think
we used to get Fago here. I don't know if people do it as much now, though.
But the one I did think of when you said that, Eric, was Ale8, because I think that's only in Kentucky, isn't it, Rod?
For which one?
Ale8.
Yeah, Ale8. I think is here in Kentucky. Yeah.
So I thought about that before too. Like Big Red used to be like couldn't hardly get it anywhere except for in the South, or no, I mean around here, not in the South.
Well, that's a good way to do it, to say it's something, something like that you can't get here. Or I just, for me, I can just say it's sauces, like you say sauces. Like, well, Jungle Jim's has like the big hot sauce wall. So it's like, oh, it's just sauces from Jungle Jim's that they can't get where they're at. People just know to come here and get that stuff,
Lucky for me, though, my old job, I just throw it in with our other UPS stuff that picked up at work, and I didn't even have to deal with any of that.
Yeah.
I just mix it in, they just take it right on out. I was like, all right.
I just take it over to Ace Hardware. It's like, already paid for, just dropping off. And they're like, okay, you want a receipt? Yep, thank you very much. And I'm out. So I took it to the one UPS delivery place here. She was on the phone. So I'm just dropping off. She's like, oh, okay, just leave it right there. All right, thank you. Like,
that's why I shipped that shit to Ace Hardware that one time, because I was looking at the wrong address. I was looking at a return address, and it was Ace Hardware.
At least I know my Ace Hardware people are honest. Being that they opened the box and saw it was beer, they still left it there for me. So. Oh, see,
that was funny.
Got Elbow in the house. He says, cheers, Rodney. What is going on, my friend? Happy Thursday to you down there in Tampa. Home with Tom Brady now, right? TB is now for Tom Brady, not just Tampa Bay. So
they are putting together. I think they just signed Leonard Fournette too.
Yeah, Fournette signed with them.
Yeah, I heard Fournette left the team he was on or whatever. They couldn't come to terms about something, and I know he got signed by Tampa. Did he end up getting Gronkowski down there as well?
Yeah.
He was trying to get Gronkowski in retirement.
They did, yeah. He's there too. And then also with Evans and Godwin is probably the two best maybe receiving guys in the game. At least they were last year anyway.
Yeah.
Hey, Gronkowski, fuck you for not coming to Detroit.
They say he looks better than he had, 5 years before he got hurt.
I just feel like
prime time.
Tom Brady getting Gronkowski back is just, in my mind, playing like the Blues Brothers in a pitch about getting the band back together.
No kidding. Hey, Eric, how's that rookie running back that you guys have that is kind of hurt right now? Is he going to be good, you think? Yeah.
DeAndre Swift?
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't heard much about it, but Alan said, I think he's seen him a couple times. He goes, dude, when he's healthy, he should be real better than Kerryon Johnson, who seems to be injury prone.
I drafted him in my fantasy team late in the rounds. So I was like, I'll take him and see.
Depends on how long.
What is the NFL back next weekend?
Yeah, next weekend.
Thursday night, yeah.
College football.
We
have college football next weekend too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Big Ten does, but the Big 12. The Big 12.
No, I saw the Big 10 might start in October now.
Really? Yeah, I did read a piece where they thought that plan fell apart on them. I think they thought everybody else would back down and they're going to go ahead, and now they want to do it.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
But
How's that going to work? Are they still going to have bowl? Are they still going to try to have bowl games?
Yeah, how is it going to?
No, I think it's just going to be seasons. I don't think there's any bowl.
That's what I thought. So there's going to be no champion this year.
I know the Rose Parade already got canceled throughout in January. Well, you know what it'll do? It'll be like the old school. It'll just be like the writers will vote who they thought was the best team, probably, just like the old days before the BCS.
Maybe your AP poll and your coaches poll. And
That's
but
true.
we're supposed to have a game opener next Saturday, I guess. I think it's EKU that we play. I just for one cupcake, and then it's all Big 12 play after that.
I was going to say, I didn't know if y'all were just doing conference only also, or I guess pretty much what everybody's doing, right?
Pretty much. I mean, the Big 12, I guess some of the guys got some of the other cupcake games on their schedule, but most of it's all conference. We only have one outside of conference this year.
I still don't understand that, but
yeah. It'll be interesting. We'll see what happens because some of these schools are shutting back down again as these kids are getting more exposed on campus. So,
yeah.
Iowa State was going to try to have people at their game, 25,000. They've kind of come out now and said there's going to be no kids at their game. So,
oh, they said nothing now?
Yeah, they said, they were getting so much pressure, I think. They're like not having kids there.
I saw that they were doing like 25,000, but then I heard they were, backtracking now, but I didn't know what the actual outcome was.
Yeah. There he says Steven was doing. Cheers, elbow, friendly fire, bro. a little better. I've been out. I've been in bed all day anyway for the first time in a week. LL. Hopefully you are feeling better too. I know you were actually sick and down right now. Alan says Warlock is all right. Warlock is pretty good. I like Warlock. I like Warlock better than I like
Pumpkin.
Yeah, Pumpkin. Yeah.
I still have a hard time buying a pumpkin beer pre-October.
I just don't feel it. I'm just not feeling it. It's like, nah, not ready for that yet.
I mean, I did pick one up today only because I hadn't seen it, and I was like, well, I better go ahead and get it while it's here just in case. But
I haven't even gotten Oktoberfest beer yet.
Probably won't.
I probably won't either. Soon. Probably not an Oktoberfest. And I'm a big Sam Adams Oktoberfest.
You don't like Oktoberfest?
No, I do.
You haven't had it feeling for it yet. Yeah. Yeah, Yingling has Oktoberfest beers here now too, so I might want to try to grab one of them I'm going to do a Yingling series on the beers I haven't tried, and Oktoberfest will be one I want to get in the mix if I can. And Tuna's asking how Erie and Eclectic were doing there. Cheers, Eclectic. Doing good. Well, I'm awesome as always. The bearded one aggravating as hell, no lie.
Erie, okay.
So it's funny about bite, but many of the American English are all bite with no noticeable malt backbone. Yeah, they're all definitely all hop forward. I mean, with that style, you're all bitterness up front for the main part of it, and that's why it is nice when you find some IPAs that do have that malt balance coming through. Monica said, "Got to go ride. Going to eat some dinner, so maybe I can have a beer too. Always good to see you. Have a good night. Yeah, but you too. Blessings to you as well, Monica. Great to see you around and back rolling again. And if you guys don't know Monica, check her out. She does live streams, and that's some fun on her channel too. And show her some love. Stop it. We all know beers make men all soft and cuddly. That's the trick of the beard. I still plan on getting on a 4-pack of the 120s for $37. That's not a bad deal.
Do it.
I think the one I saw when I was at Jungle Gyms, it might have been like 36 or something, which is still a good deal there. So I've seen them over 40 before.
Alan, if you do that, drink some now and then hold one for like a year just to see.
Oh, that's patience right there, though. That's patience.
I got a 4-pack of bourbon barrel aged expedition stout sitting in the cellar.
Nice. Well, I've still got some Bourbon County stuff down there too. I haven't done yet.
Yeah, I do too. I still have a couple from 2015 Bourbon County.
God, that vanilla Bourbon County was. Oh yeah. I might have been a little tipsy that day too, by the way.
But I'm gonna crack this one open next, and this is Todd. This is the one you had asked about too. This is the pastry snack. The pastry snack. So this is an Imperial coffee, coconut, marshmallow, chocolate, and vanilla stout. I know. Hold your pleasure there on the coconut, Eric. Hold your pleasure on that. I mean, it's just a little bit of coconut sprinkled in.
So how's the peanut butter one you just had? Does it taste
Well, not
artificial?
to spoil anybody ahead of the review before I do the review.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you don't have to say. I can wait for it.
It's got a little artificial to it, though. It's not. I wouldn't put it past like Sweet Baby Jesus, but it's decent enough for a little bit of a peanut butter. But you do get some of that artificial feel. I would put these in between other beers. I wouldn't drink like the whole 6-pack of them just because it would get too sweet after a point. But to break up the routine, it wasn't bad. I mean, I need to do it like pairing something with some food or something to see how it actually go.
That's always my problem with the peanut butter ones. Is always like they smell really good, but then you go to taste them and they just taste like
well,
like it's
they
just
put
the
into
powder, kind of like the powder peanut butter, which I'm sure is what they're using for the most part.
Yeah,
it's like I don't know.
Yeah, and this one is 10.1 ABV, and it kind of gives you that look of a s'more on the top with the marshmallow and the chocolate and everything on there. So, although you don't have coconut on the s'more, it just it's just sprinkled in, I guess.
Almost kind of looks like it's hard to tell from you showing it there, but it almost looks like the Martian guy on Looney Tunes.
It does.
It looks like eyeballs in the hat.
It's like a splash, but it looks like an antenna or something there. Yeah. The crack. Oh, yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh, it's dark.
Speaking of peanut butter beers, I think the Hop and Frog one is really good.
Hop and Frog does some good stuff.
Yeah, they do.
The head dissipated really quickly. It's like no head to taco there, which isn't uncommon for Imperials of this size.
She said.
Oh.
Oh, Todd. So what'd you think of the 12 ounces, buddy?
That's 2 thumbs up. So good.
Ooh. It's got the right feel of the coconut, that's for sure. That's in balance.
No, there's no right feel.
Eric's like, never mind.
Sorry, Rod.
Try not to waste any beer here, guys. Good mouth coating. Coconut, fudge, vanilla. Nice warming effect to it. Not too much of the booziness.
What's the alcohol on it?
It's 10.1. Sits really well in the tongue. Carbonation subdued, so you can hold it there in the mouth. I think that you hold it in the mouth for a little bit, you get that flavor around. It's almost like and which is funny because I don't like the candy bar itself, but it's kind of like an Almond Joy. So if you like Almond Joy, it's kind of like something along those lines, I think, that you would like from this one. It's kind of weird. Coconut in just about any other form I don't like unless it's in beer. I can't explain it. It's like when I was a kid, I never liked tomatoes, but I like ketchup. And my grandfather was like, how can you not eat tomatoes, but you can eat ketchup? It comes from tomatoes. I don't know. It's just, I don't work that way. It's got to be
the same way, right? And I'm eerily similar with coconut. Like, I like it in beer, but I like it also on the, what's the Girl Scout cookie?
Oh, the Samoa thing?
The Samoa. Yeah. But I only like it if you put it in the refrigerator or the freezer. I don't like them when
you know what you're doing. You're numbing it. You're numbing that flavor is what you're doing. Yeah.
But I do like the coconut flavor in beers, like you said. But I don't like it just straight out. Like I don't like the Mounds or Almond Joy, whichever one has the coconut in it.
So no to the coconut cake too, Todd.
Coconut cake.
Yeah. So there's a. I can't remember what it's called.
Oh, like the Little Debbie type.
There's just my coconut cake with the sprinkle on there. There's cake with coconut sprinkled on it.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't know.
I always spit that out. Like if I get that, I'm like, who put coconut on this thing? I'm never like the cake.
And I think it's more of a texture thing with the coconuts. It always feels gritty or something to me. But the flavoring of it, I don't mind the flavoring of it. I just don't like the texture.
I mean,
that's the only reason why. That's the only reson why I like the Samoas when they're cold, because they're crunchy. You don't really even
have that form. Yeah, I mean, if you can drink a pina colada, then you can enjoy this because it has enough of that blended into it. It just goes with that drink. So,
man, Rod, you're making me want to get one of them stouts out of the cellar.
I ain't stopping you, bro. I ain't stopping you.
I just tried after my highlight.
It's the only way to follow up champagne.
Oh, let's see here. Let me take a look here. Whoever said that lies. So that was about the bearded comment, I believe. 120 as a 60, 90, 120. Yes, I tried them all. 60 are my favorite. A lot of people enjoy the 60s more than the other ones, but yeah, it's the 60 to 90 to 120.
Simon, have you had the 75-minute?
There's a 75 too. Yeah. And those are all going to the boil time and what they're doing. So that 120. See, they put that in there for how long they're boiling, but then again, the malts kind of kick up the alcohol on it. So it's almost like you put the bitterness in, but you're taking some of the bitterness out as well.
Yeah.
Wait, maybe it was cheeseburgers that make it soft and cuddly. I always get those two mixed up. Yeah, cheeseburgers can definitely make you a little cuddly. Sounds more like it. Yes. If IPA is super fresh and dependent on the brewer, I will age those a few weeks in a cold fridge.
Nice, Todd.
So this is the other one I picked up today. I hadn't seen this one come in a 6-pack.
Ooh, that's the Three Floyds one. I haven't seen that one.
I hadn't either.
I like that can though.
The can are
Yeah,
good.
Three Floyds Barbarian Haze IPA, 6.5%. It says double. I don't know. 6.5 doesn't seem like it'd be a double.
No, for a double, you're 7.5% for double IPA. People just throw shit around nowadays. I mean, just rewriting books and rewriting the rules.
but the can art is pretty cool on it though. I do like that.
The can art looks like something Rob Zombie would have done.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So I don't know if it's a new one on there, and of course they don't have the freaking date on it. They might have it on the box though, because it was one of those that come in the 6-pack like box.
Well, Three Floyds is notorious for not putting date on shit. That's one of my.
Well, they are.
Yeah.
But hopefully, being here in Indiana, and it's a fairly new. Well, I've never seen it, so I assume it's a new to distribution.
I would bet it probably
be pretty
is
fresh. Yeah, they usually, if you can find them, like you can get some. Now, obviously, like Zombie Dust is pretty regular now at most places. You can catch them. You can catch them pretty fresh. Also, seen places where they still have bottles, and I'm like, those are pretty old because now it's all in cans. I'm like, what are you still selling those for?
Yeah. Let's see.
I have a nice little yellowish, orangish color. For so much lighting on there, so.
And let me see here. Simon said, I admit 90 and 120, great things once in a while for me. Yeah, to get them once in a while to enjoy. Like I said, the 120, people age those for years even. And for those, I actually moved like the 120. I moved more to like a strong ale type category. Usually just age my drinks in a dark unplugged freezer in mason jars. You ever said moonshine? The moonshine is illegal. I only store lawnmower fuel.
Just in case, you might need it.
And Collector said, what's the website? Was it the website we were talking about earlier? That was Tavor with the beer shipping. But there are some other ones. There's one actually that you can get where you're at in North Carolina. South Carolina is Beer Club. I think it's the Beer Club of America, whatever. That's the one I used to get before. And they have like some rare different beers they can actually send.
Yeah. But Tavor, though, you just pick out what you want. And buy
you pick out what you want there.
You.
Yeah, they'll ship it to you. And then there's some other sites like Beer Connoisseur had mentioned. I didn't look at the other ones, but they said there's other ones you can get out there too for beer shipping.
And that's the one thing is awesome.
If I ever move to the Ohio side, Amazon delivers the beer within an hour to you over in Cincinnati, which is awesome. Take a few sips during the mowing. My Beer Collectibles website, you can buy from private sellers and they'll send it regardless of shipping restriction. Well, there you go. Like some of those sites will send it anywhere. It seems like though, if you put your information out there, you kind of get targeted at some point.
Yeah.
Oh, reaction. Thanks for that tip. Especially for premium brands like Trivium or Treehouse. Yeah. But those markets, they make you definitely uppay for their stuff. 15 shipping and 10 or 15 or way more for singles. Yeah. Good to know, but always good to have options. If Tom Brady makes the playoffs, I will watch it. Evans and Chris are both awesome. Yeah, I used to back in the day when I did watch the NFL and fantasy during the last couple years. I think I had Mike Evans as one of my receivers. Problem was he was just like a 1 or 2 year receiver, so he wasn't getting as much attention. He's definitely gotten better since then. But he was good in college. You knew he was going to be a star at some point.
I've got him on my team this year again.
Yeah, Evans and Chris are both awesome. Speaking of double, drinking on a Duval triple hop Cashmere or Tripel hop Cashmere.
Hell.
There you go.
Gilbert doesn't mess around with his beers. I give him that props on that, or the whiskeys. Gronk will be good for blocking and a random lucky shot. You never know. I mean, if he even has like 70% of what he was when he played before he retired, that's better than a lot of tight ends in the league. Oh, blow Lions blow. Gilbert showing the Lions love for you. Oh, he played at Georgia. He's a beast. I saw him every weekend essentially. So yeah, that's the running back you were talking about. Clemson has no competition in. They'll steamroll the ACC again. Well, yeah. I don't know. Isn't like Florida State trying to do something now?
Yeah,
they got a new coach and trying
that's
to make
probably their
waves.
biggest competition is probably Florida State.
Yeah, they need to get back on the track.
Or
Can't
Miami.
Erie said can't trust Alice Tace. He hates Gamecocks. So there you have it. These poor kids, they sacrifice their bodies and now we get lower dollars from the NFL. Yeah. Yeah. You know, it's kind of interesting to see what would happen. Like, because I wondered, like, some of these kids that couldn't play because of all the COVID type stuff. And it's like, are you going to give you an extra year eligibility? Are you kind of screwed? Are you lost there? If it's, you know, your senior year, not having a chance to come back. And then if you're drafting, how do you draft players you've never seen play either to make sure they're still to the level they should? It's going to be interesting to see what happens after this. I do not fry them and they taste good. Warlock is all right. Pumpkin is bleh. They can do away with both, to be honest.
Mix them together, Alan.
Oh,
Hey, cool.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
go off my review because I was 3 sheets to the wind when I did mine.
Yeah, but you liked it though. You said it was
liked
good.
it.
I did, but I was there, Todd. I was.
Well, I know you was, but it is good. They should do a beer with them mixed together, like the same formula for both, and just throw it together and come out with a third beer.
Just put it in a bottle.
Right. Yeah.
it's about beer in the box. Packers backfield baby Jones.
Gilbert,
Dylan
Aaron
Williams.
Rodgers will be out there in a freaking walker.
Isn't Rodgers like a player coach now?
Might as well be, really.
He might have a good year because he might be pissed off because everybody's downplaying him this year.
Yeah.
Said he's not a top-tier quarterback anymore, which he may not be, but is Brady, though? I mean, was he like 43?
He's still getting it done now. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. I'm curious to see how he does in a new system, though.
Yeah.
Can he throw it far enough for Godwin and Evans? Because they like to go deep.
Yeah.
Brady's always known to run those 2-yard crossing routes to
He was like a Joe Montana.
5'8" white guys.
Yeah, I mean the system that he was in just reminded me always like a Joe Montana, like a West Coast type thing. Those little dink and dunks down the field, and occasionally Brady would go deep. You know, back when he had like some of the other receivers he had, but most
When he
of the
had
time,
Moss, he would go deep for sure.
When he had
but-
Moss, yeah.
still amazing they won the Super Bowl. I mean, the Giants has got him on the last thing. You can't. It was on the defense when they lost that game. They got back in the D, and they couldn't stop them. But the funny is the two times they've lost to the Giants, it was miraculous catches of both games that kept the Giants alive to beat them.
Mhm.
Just like catches you've never seen like that in the Super Bowl before. Like, you know, the one with the Plaxico Burrs, the one with the helmet catch is just like, that's what it took to beat him at that time. Like an amazing play. Against the Eagles, I didn't see that one. I guess the Eagles just beat them that year. I'm hoping Westbrook has the Marzen beer available again this year, not the standard Oktoberfest, but in the style that's offered in Germany during Oktoberfest there. Well, the Marzen beer will be Oktoberfest style. I mean, that's the style. That's the technical name of the style, I guess. But I wonder if they do anything special to that one. Let me see. I tried to get one and save for one. Oh, good. I tried to get one now and save for 1 year with the Bourbon County. Yeah, that didn't work. It lasted like 7 months.
Hey, you were pretty close. It lasted half a year.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
That's the thing. You get enough of the beers in the cellar, you can kind of stretch them out. So I've got like beers in there I still haven't touched yet because I got other ones I bring in, and I rotate them. So some of the beers I went up front, I'll drink them more versus the ones I know that'll last. Lep's in the house. What is going on, Lep? Cheers, my friend. If you guys don't know Leprechaun TV, make sure you check him out. Madman on the Blackstone, doing the videos over on his channel. New logo, awesome that he has there as well. So that's pretty cool. But you want some ideas on what to cook around Liberty Weekend? I'm sure Lep will probably have some videos up there.
I do have some 15 bourbon counties I need to drink, but I need to.
You
I should save them.
on there?
No, I got 3 from 2015.
Okay.
Yeah. But I need to. That's when they still had them in the 12-ounce bottles.
Yeah. Well, that's when that's the year they had the infection in 2015 as well. So make sure you get the right ones.
Yeah, I checked those back then.
The barley wine, and I think it might have been a couple of the stout, but the barley wine was the main thing. But I actually had one that wasn't infected when I had it.
So next time, if all the shit clears up and we can have a get together, I'm going to save some. We'll drink them.
Yeah, always up for bottle shares. Yeah, once you do something there. Yeah, I just saw a story today. I don't know if you guys saw or not. Speaking of the Corona type stuff, The Rock. So The Rock and his whole family end up getting Corona, and they traced it back again. That's why I tell people you got to be careful because, he wasn't like. He was, he hated his whole family had to go through it. They've had it like 2 weeks and they're kind of kicked through it now. But he was saying that they were able to trace it back and it was family friends that they loved and all kind of stuff. And then they got together and they're just like, you got to be careful. People out there are meeting and getting together with people still. And anybody could pop this up. So, from that, he's just like, we're not even getting together with anybody anymore just because you don't know who it could be. As much as we love our friends, we just can't see them right now. It could be family, it could be friends. You just don't know. So,
and that's the thing. Like I said, you got to trust them that they're doing the right thing too.
Yeah,
and not going out all crazy, and that's crazy. It's crazy for sure.
Yeah. And then I saw they stopped the production on the Batman. Right, so online, I'm in one of the groups I'm in. It's a comic book type thing, and like, production's been stopped because somebody on the Batman set had Corona. Then I find out a lot. Oh, wait a minute. It was Robert Pattinson that had. You would think he would say the star of the movie had Corona. You think someone, it must have been a caterer. It must have been a camera guy. It must have been, somebody. No, the star of the. Well, of course you're going to stop production if the star has Corona. Yeah. So now they're like waiting for that to clear for him and stuff. But it's just crazy. It's still out there. And as we're seeing now with these schools going back, I think Alabama was 1,100. We just have Miami University here in Ohio. They're at 700 plus, so they're stopping classes now. And some of these other schools are starting to call stuff off because of people coming back in. And kids are going to go out and be kids. They're going out. They're still partying. They're still trying to get together and do stuff. And, you're saying they shouldn't do that. But when you're young, you think you can conquer the world.
Trying to be, that's right.
But the funny thing is now they're telling them don't go back home either because they might affect people there. So it's like, what are you going to do with it? You brought them back to campus. Now you don't want them to go home. It's like,
yeah. Well, you might as well keep them there on campus then and into their dorm.
Deal with it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just crazy. Gilbert said, get Eric a bag of coconut.
That'll go right in the trash, Gilbert. That's like your Aaron Rodgers. It'll go right in the trash. I'll be right back. I'm going to go eat me a stout. I've been waiting there too long.
All right. There's powder peanut butter. Yuck. Yeah, with some of these beers, you definitely get a little bit of that artificial type feel. Evie said, Todd, if they make the peanut butter infused barley wine around here again, I'll get one and send it to you. Shit is awesome. No artificial flavor. Well, there you go. That's nice.
Nice.
For sure. And I've had some that were really good on the peanut butter. I like to check out the peanut butter stuff regardless because I'm a fan of peanut butter.
I do too.
But yeah, some are definitely more artificial than others.
Some disappointing, some you're like, this is really good. Like I said, that Hub and Frog one's really good. And Omni Polo had one that was really good too.
Omni Polo, I don't know if I ever had a bad beer from them. They always do some pretty good stuff. Yeah. And Gilbert said, ate all the coconut. Oh my God, yes, best Girl Scout cookie ever. She loves the most. See, for me, the Girl Scout cookie that I enjoy the most is the lemon ones or the Do-si-dos. Do-si-dos are the peanut butter ones, I think. I like the peanut butter ones and I like the lemon ones. Occasionally the
Is it the peanut butter one with the chocolate, or don't they have one that's like a cookie style with the peanut butter in
They
it?
have one that so there's one that's like a peanut butter, like with fudge covered one.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
another one that's like the cookie style. I like the cookie style, but I will eat the fudge covered one too. But it's not the one I prefer.
The fudge peanut butter one and the Samoa. Put both of those in the fridge or the freezer.
Yeah,
those are fantastic.
See, I'm not a big fan of the Samoan cookie. Now, I guess we'll do the Samoan beer review from Sierra Southern Tier. I haven't done that one yet. So,
but you can buy the Keebler style ones, and they're the same thing. I think they actually might make them for Girl Scout.
Huh? Well, I didn't know that.
You can go to the store and buy the Keebler, and they're just the same thing. They taste just exactly alike. They get them all year round. It's just not the Girl Scouts.
You know, you can buy the Delta cookies in the store now. Like when you fly Delta Airlines, those
can you really?
Cookies they give you,
cookies
yeah, you can buy those in the store now too.
Are those really that good? Or because
they're pretty good.
Them. But are you just hungry when you're on the airplane? You're like, okay, this is really good. You know what I mean? Like, if you actually go to the store and because you want them, are they actually good?
I think they're still pretty good, but it is funny because you get on the Delta airline, like at least when I get on the Delta airline, you get there, you put your bag up, you're ready to take off, so you get a magazine. And then you take off, and you can tell when you're getting the right altitudes, right? At least for me, my ears start popping a little bit when you get the right level.
Yeah.
And you fly enough, you can kind of tell. And then after a point, you're just like looking down the aisle.
Yeah.
Where's that car?
Yeah, where's the food?
Where's the
snacks?
And then they're like, would you like cookies or straight cookies? Straight cookies.
That's right. Yeah.
Coffee black and cookies, please.
Yeah. And they're like, do you want an extra? You're like, oh shit, I can get an extra.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Is the Pope Catholic? Is a beer shit in the woods? Come on. Yeah.
Like everybody not take theirs? Because I'll take them if they didn't. I'll take them.
Yeah. And then when they put you in first class, they pretty much let you choose whatever out of the basket. You can take as much as you want at that point.
That's something I've never done is flown first class.
You ever flown first class? Yeah,
I've done business, but not.
Yeah, I've done business. Usually, when I fly, I usually get at least the what's it called? Like I usually fly Delta, and it's like the Premier or whatever. Where you get a little leg room, but you get like free alcohol when you fly and stuff. Because I'll do that, and I'll get a couple drinks when I'm in there or something. Unless I'm like going for work and I'm going to a meeting, but usually I'll do that. But when you did it enough, when I used to travel in my old job, and I would go to Florida and Texas and Georgia all the time. You get enough points, they just you start bumping up to first class because you're sky points. So you're sitting there in the airport, and you sit there, you see that screen if you fly Delta, and it'll show people that might get moved to first class, and you see the three initials for the name or whatever, and then you're singing your name on the board. You're like, oh shit, here we go, here we go. You see it sign up, and it's like you're sitting in a casino playing like what's that game, Keno?
Yeah.
You're like, call it.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Mine is right at the bottom all the time.
I never got to fly with a company like that. I was sat behind this, where the stewardesses sit. There's another room behind there. That was where I sat.
I've sat all the way back to the plane.
They're like, hold on. It's like remember the first time you get on first class and you're like, oh, you're in, and you sit down and there are people still boarded. And they're like, oh, would you like a drink? Like, people still bored. I can get a drink now. Like, yeah, start rolling, and you're drinking, and people walking by. Like, how you doing? You're drinking.
Goes from big wide seats to 3 people to 1 seat.
And they always some of the people look upset, like, I can't believe you're drinking already. Like, we've been taking off. First class.
This is my vacation, man. I'm on the plane.
Yeah.
As Joe would say, that's on you.
That's on you.
But yeah, the one thing that drives people, you get those cookies on the plane. It's like you see people look forward to those things. So
they are good.
Yeah. I remember when I used to get peanuts on the plane as well. And they stopped doing peanuts because people having allergies. And people used to get pissed when they couldn't get peanuts.
Yeah, that's that big of a deal, man. Really?
They would tell. I've seen people like, we don't have peanuts anymore. Like, what do you mean you don't have peanuts? Like, you expected to get that peanuts. Like, you can get peanuts when you land. I mean, it's not like it's going to end the world for you, but people wanted peanuts on that flight.
It was just the idea, the thought of it.
Yeah, it's
like, I paid $300-$400 for a ticket and I can't get a damn peanut. What the hell?
Like, why not just put me on the wing?
Right. Just sit back here with me. You don't get anything back here.
Oh, man.
Speaking of airlines, have you guys looked to see how much a plane ticket is now?
It's actually pretty cheap. I think they gotta get people in there, right?
What I was looking at, it's like close to $750.
Oh,
I thought
really?
places were doing sales. I know Southwest was doing something to get people to fly, and I thought some other airlines were, but maybe. Well, they are facing layoffs on some of the airlines now because they don't have enough business taking place. So maybe they went the other way.
Man,
Make up for it.
Yeah. So go back to taking a train across the country.
There you go.
Yeah.
Like the old Greyhound.
Well, I don't know about Greyhound now. I've done that before.
I'll take my chance that my car breaking down before.
Right.
Our freshman year of spring break, me and my buddy, we went down to Florida. We had to take a Greyhound back, and
Oh shit.
it was terrible. But you know how bad it was. I ended up going one summer after that out in California. We were doing like selling books door to door for one of the college programs like that and everything. They got frustrated. It was like a lot of people were quitting because it wasn't what we thought it was going to be. I told him, I was like, I'll just put me in a Greyhound. I'll go across country to come back. That's how much I went out of here. From California back to West Virginia, oh, that would have been torment. But
Oh man.
I was going to my grandmother was like, no, put him on a plane. You know, we'll fly him back or whatever. So being that only grandchild, you got spoiled. And I was going to learn my lesson, though. I was going to go on a bus and just deal with it. Oh, man. Erie says coconut is awesome, by the way. And then Alan says, got a dib for a bit later, y'all. Cheers, brother. I think Alan was doing a D&D campaign for his brother. So awesome to have you. Make sure if you guys haven't checked out Eclectic Beer Reactions, make sure you check him out. Does some great video reactions. And the main channel, Eclectic Beer, he's doing some great stuff there as well. And then he also has a gaming channel where we screw around on the different games. Coconut and chocolate is the shit. Gilbert said. I met Alan. If you don't like mounds, you are an alien.
I've actually never had a Mounds. I haven't had one, so I can't say I don't like it or I like it.
Oh, shit. You guys don't believe he just showed up. I'll let you guess who the person is.
What? Dolly? Where the hell?
No, Dolly,
What rock did she come crawling out under?
No doubt. Where in the hell have you been for the last
No shit.
4
Yeah.
months? 3-4 months?
Good to have you back.
It's good to see you there.
Wait, what was her name on there now? Dolly Kelly? Is that what
No,
it
it's
said?
Dolly Kelly. Did you get married?
She's always changing it though.
Yeah, always
Haven't heard of this. Simon hadn't heard of the 75, so I'll look for it. Yeah, it is a 70. I don't know if they have that seasonally, if they bring it out at certain points or not, but it is out there for Dogfish.
Mm-hmm.
Here he says, Dolly, how are you? Gilbert says, oh, shit. Gilbert was even throwing back that Dolly was here.
No kidding.
Dolly says, hey, Erie. Hello, Roderick, Sidekick, and Diggy Tricky.
She hasn't changed a bit. Gotta love it. Gotta love
Welcome back. We
missed you.
Where's Shannon? Yeah, we didn't ask about Shannon tonight. Was she sleeping or?
She was on the fence of jumping on, and then she's like, she's off tomorrow in the weekend. And I said, you gonna jump on? She's like, I don't know. I want to, but I don't want to be hungover tomorrow.
It's not like she has to drink a certain amount to be on with us,
you know. I know that, and I've told her this for 20 years.
We
it doesn't really matter.
Though. She does like to enjoy the beverages with us.
Yes. So I was like, okay.
Is she off this weekend?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, tell her to do a question thing this weekend we can do on the channel.
See, Saturday? Yeah. Well, I don't think we have any plans.
Well, let me know. Saturday? I mean, it's a holiday. We could even do like a Sunday thing or something too. So.
Well, if she was going to do it, it'd be a Saturday because she does have to work Monday.
Oh, she does? Okay.
I'm off Monday, but she's got to work, so. Yeah, but I think, we could probably do that because I don't think we wasn't really looking to go anywhere or do anything. We was maybe going to go hang out with a couple of friends at a lake or something, do some fishing or something for a little bit. But even at that, we could be back in time to do that, even if we did decide to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be something for sure. We could probably do that. I'd say
even if she does something like later tomorrow night or something too, we could even do something.
That might be a possibility too. I'll talk to her and I'll message you and see.
All right.
Which would you rather do? Would you rather do it a Saturday though?
Yeah, Saturday works out good. I mean, it's just hanging out Saturday usually. That's always fun. Yeah. I think where Gilbert said, the Catholic priest is back. Hide your kids, especially the boys. Now, Lev says Eric had picklebacks. And I think that is what Lev was doing the other night. He was drinking pickle juice and then doing the Mickeys or something. So
I didn't even know what a pickleback is.
Pickle
Yeah.
juice.
Lev was a little buzzed, maybe. Roger will have a great year handing the ball off.
Yeah, handing the ball off for sure.
Oh, did you pour that pinky up?
I might have figured that. I think.
Eric, what are you drinking?
Oh, this one here.
Drinking the
It's the Expedition
barrel aged,
Stout, okay.
yeah. Eating a cookie rookies. They flying deals. Well, no, I mean, it's just you travel enough that you end up getting bumped up. But yeah, one of the funniest things when I travel. So, if you ever seen that movie Up in the Air with George Clooney when he goes around, they're kind of getting laying off people or whatever like that and everything, and he's traveling to different cities. Well, you get the points programs, right? Like you have the Marriott points and you have the airline points, and at one point he meets the person that's like the female opposite of him in the movie, and they're out there exchanging reward programs. And that's what it was like when you were traveling. So you were going everywhere getting these deals and stuff. So I traveled so much at one point, I was like the platinum level, like at Marriott. So I would go into Marriott. When you're platinum level, each hotel has a concierge suite. So you pretty much just go check in at the concierge suite after you're settling your room, and it's just food they have out there and alcohol. But it's like bottles. So it's like just a bottle of vodka, a bottle of whiskey, a bottle of and good alcohol. You're supposed to write a note for what you drank. It's like the honor system, right? Like all these business people in there, not a single person is writing a note. And at the same point, you're like, I spent so much on this hotel anyway. Why do I need to? You should just give this to me, right?
Right. Exactly.
But the first time I went to the concierge suite, and I was like, how long has this been here? They're like, oh, it's always been here. We always had like the concierge type thing whenever you hit this level. And then they give you like a gift when you arrive at the hotel, like, oh, you get a free beer or whatever like that, or a free sandwich or whatever. It's like, I don't know. It's like you spend more money. It's like, well, you see like these celebrities that get grab bags and stuff. Like, why do celebrities get stuff? You have all the money in the world. You're giving them free stuff.
Yeah, when I was a Hilton member, I actually still am, and I got bumped back down. I'm at blue status now. But when I was at the silver status, I got free water. Well, free water. There wasn't any like real big perks or anything. Just you got a free bottle of water, and there's something else you had too. Maybe fresh linens or something, or I really can't remember. It was really small and wasn't really worth the upgrade to be a silver member.
Yeah.
I'm not down to a blue level now.
But that was like the Hilton Honors program that you were doing there. And with the Marriott, when you stay there enough, what they end up doing, like, 'cause a lot of times we stay at either the Marriott Hotel or the Courtyard Marriott. But when you stay, the more stays you made during a year, they start giving you free rooms and stuff. So I get free rooms, or you get packages. Like me and my one buddy, one time they gave us like a free thing of a golf round. So we went down to Lexington to the Marriott there and played in their nice course. It was like a round of golf for free with a friend type thing. But it's just amazing, like the stuff they start throwing at you when you hit these levels. And when you don't have it anymore, you kind of start missing it when you're traveling. It's kind of like, oh, man.
It's kind of crazy though. Like the Oscars, they give like thousands upon thousands of dollars like at a grab bag.
Right.
Like those people don't need that.
It's like if you took that money and put it into something that might benefit the people that actually need it, how much would you help society? Probably.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So get this. So at the, I don't know if you guys have at the, where is it? The Garden Inn. It's the
I know the Garden Inn. That's Hilton as well.
Yeah, they have kind of a little kind of a restaurant area right there.
Yeah.
So instead of the company I work for, they said, well, put your breakfast on your credit card. Okay, well that's fine. Well, you go right there, and I'm like, what's the difference of, because my room's already on the credit card. What's the difference of putting the meals on the credit card? That way, it's all bundled into one. Instead of
and you charge it to your room.
Itemize it when you get back. What's the big deal?
Accounting. That's the problem. Because they want you to itemize. They want you to itemize every little thing, and if you put it on your credit card, chances are they can actually expense that a lot easier than you have to break every single thing out. It's a pain. Like when we do it, we got to break out the room plus the tax plus anything on there for every. And they're like, just do the food there because you'll turn out under one thing, and we can handle it that way.
But my argument to that is that you're already putting it on the credit card. So why is it? What's the difference? If you're getting charged the same anyway, you're just putting it all
Just
under
the
one
counter.
bill.
Well,
remember-
the big thing with us was alcohol. Where do you put the alcohol?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys put this under like maybe a pop or something like that, like a pitcher of pop, or
Yeah.
Well, a lot of places won't even if you ask them, they'll just put like a dollar amount. They won't even put what it is, so you can charge it to
Yeah, I mean, we
business
used
account.
to get this stuff where you have the one bill, and you just turn in a receipt. Like if you get a credit card receipt, it's the thing that has the amount, the tax, and your signature, right, or your tip that you have on it. Versus the itemized, because they see something like you bought 5 rounds of like Jameson or something like that and everything. They're not going to cover it because of the alcohol stuff. But the funny thing is, like we would do this to take advisors out, and we're buying rounds of alcohol for them. But we would turn in that one, and we just put entertainment, and we put the names of the people that were there with us. But it's like, but you know what it's for. But we're going to play this whole shell game like you don't know what it's for because you don't want me to turn in this other thing.
oh, it's under entertainment. It's not under alcohol. So that's
Right.
Right.
I play that game too, Ron.
I remember one year. Well, this is shit. Shannon was pregnant with our daughter. Then we had to go to San Antonio. I used to have to go to these yearly conventions once a year with my old job, and we stopped at on the Riverwalk in San Antonio. We stayed right there on the Riverwalk.
That always looks so nice there too.
It's a cool weekend place to go. Like I'd want to go back again because when she was pregnant, she couldn't drink or do anything like that. She just went along, just paid for her flight, stayed in the hotel, which was covered, whatever. We was walking down the Riverwalk and we went into this like little, I want to say it was almost kind of like a drugstore type thing, had a little bit of everything. And we bought a few little things in there. And not even thinking about it, I just put it on my company card. I got back and was having to divvy out the receipt. She come back, she's like, "What is this?" I'm like, it was like magazines and shit, shit that she bought. I was like, I'll pay for that. That's fine. She's like, "Oh, no, you will pay for that." I'm like, "Okay." I was like, I didn't mean to. I wasn't like trying to get away with something. I was just
right.
But everything outside of that, it was free game. Like food and drinks, it didn't matter.
Like people are like that to me. I'm like, look, I already told you I'm going to pay for it. There ain't no reason to be a dick about it.
Yeah, no, they weren't being a dick about it, but
yeah.
But I think she thought I was initially trying to pull one over on them, like you're trying to sweep it in and in the receipts and everything. It was like,
I bought stuff. Like, it's a personal expense. I just grabbed the wrong card. So.
And I actually did like put it in with all the receipt, the expenses, but I wasn't like trying to hide it. She's like, it was like $8 or something. It wasn't even anything wasn't like it was $100 or anything. It was like something just like a soda and a magazine or something stupid.
Fucking
yeah. I'm like, you're gonna pay for all this food for 3 or 4 days and all the beer and everything we could drink, but you're gonna bitch about $8 for a Coke and a magazine.
Yeah.
Like I'll drink you way more than that when I go to the restaurant. I promise you.
Okay, we'll play that game. We'll play that game.
Yeah, that's pretty funny in itself too. It's the accounting type things they go through sometimes to explain every little thing. But
probably the way the laws are set up, that's the way it is.
Yeah.
So
it's like
do you guys do this? Oh, sorry, Rod, go ahead.
No, I was saying like we do stuff if it's a receipt that's under $25, we don't need the receipt. So people will break stuff up, under 25 for things.
I was gonna say, when you guys are on company time, when you go to the restaurant, and do you guys usually have like a ceiling of how much you can spend?
No, I mean like if we're out taking people out or something like that, you're saying?
Yeah, well, just in general.
No, it's funny because being in the financial industry was kind of like some companies I think will have that, but the most common answer you'll hear is keep it reasonable.
Yeah,
Like, what the fuck is reason? Like, I don't know what reasonable is.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Yeah, I think our guys.
I would say for sure, like I go out and they're paying for it. Steak and lobster, yeah, I'll have one of those. Would I buy it myself? Hell no, I don't like it that much. I'm not getting that much to pay $40 or something for it,
I took a couple guys out one time. I remember it was like the first time I was taking some guys out. I was down in Georgia and took them out for some drinks and happy hour type thing. And we were drinking good stuff. We were drinking like some top-notch whiskey and stuff. We were talking and that and everything. It was like just me and like these 2 other guys. So I ended up getting a bill like for $120. And I'm like, shit, how do I explain this? You know, like when I told my manager, he's like, well, how much did you spend? And it was like 120 total with everything included. I was like, oh, that's fine. You're right. You know, and I'm like, I'm like, that's reasonable. I was like, yeah, it's like, you know, you took out some high producers, you did this and that. And, you know, it's like
damn, I should have lived it up a little more.
I didn't
figure out like a porterhouse steak and.
Well, we didn't even have any steak. We just had drinks. That's what I was worried about. We just had drinks.
I was just drinks.
And like a couple appetizers that we got to the table, but it was like, you know, we're at some of those places you're at, you know, you get a drink and it's like $15 for a drink at some of those spots.
Oh, yeah,
you know? But it was just funny because I didn't know what the boundary was. And it's like, okay. And then I was at another event when I went to another company and my partner was supposed to be there. He had to leave. He had a family emergency. So it was like a conference. And so you usually get rounds for guys, and we're getting stuff down there. Everything was all good. It just, you know, it was kind of funny just knowing what is reasonable in somebody else's mind. Because, I mean, I just don't know what your reasonable is. And if it's like my reasonable, you know, my reasonable could be higher than yours. But I never ran into any issues along those lines.
We had a sales rep 2 companies ago where I worked at. Our company was based out of Iowa, so he was out of Iowa, but he was like a regional sales rep. He got shit canned because he got caught putting on his company card. He got tickets to the Iowa and Iowa State game for some customers, but they're like $100, $150 or $180 tickets each.
Oh wow!
It was like a $600-$700 bill.
Yeah.
And because he was taking them to a football game, they're like, yeah, I don't know about this. He actually ended up getting fired for it.
But see, in our industry, we can take them to sporting events. We don't pay that much for a ticket, but we can take them to events, but we are limited because it's financial world where we can't gift anybody more than technically $100. So
yeah,
we're limited along those lines. But it's funny. I mean, you do all this stuff. I mean, first time I went to the Indy 500 because one of my jobs was like one of our vendors. Hey, we got tickets to Indy 500. Anybody want to go? And they gave me and my buddy tickets. We drove to Indy and had seats like right there, pretty much right off the finish line where they're coming down to the area. We had really good seats, and there's a lot of stuff that's just given through the financial world and stuff, and money that gets spent there is kind of crazy, but it's a good time. I've been to San Diego to conferences and down to all parts of Florida, been out to Houston, and it's a fun, it's relationship type business, but you just be amazed sometimes some of the stuff you're out there. Like I went there one time to Southern Cali, and I forgot where it was. It wasn't Escondido, but it was somewhere out there. And so I was staying at a hotel that was near the airport where I landed, but it was like a nice little resort. It was next to a racetrack or whatever. Like, and I didn't even know, but out there they have like these champagne type breakfasts, like for the buffet. Like champagne is just included. It's like the hotel I was kind of like one of these little ritzy type hotels. And like, would you like champagne, you know, with your breakfast, or it was like a brunch buffet? And I was like, no. I was like, I'm good. You know, I didn't really know. I was like younger at the time. And then one of the people I met out there, like, you know, champagne comes with it, right? I'm like, really? He came back around. Yeah, I'll take some champagne.
I think so, yeah. You're in California, so it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm on vacation. Come back here and give me a...
My first meeting is tomorrow morning, so I'm good to go. Yeah,
right. Yeah, that's right.
Over here.
Keep them coming.
Which was funny because sometimes we had to fly in early because wherever the meeting might be, the flights wouldn't necessarily get there. You know, there might be limited on where you can fly into, so you had to come in a day early sometimes because there was no decent flight, and you just hang out for a day. So those were some fun times for sure. Let me see here. Jeff S is in the house. What is going on, Jeff? Cheers, my friend. Said he's still military. We had nets for seats for a 16-hour flight. Wow. That does not sound comfortable at all, buddy. I think the worst flight I ever had was coming back from Pittsburgh. That same story I was telling about coming back from California where I offered to take the Greyhound, but I got flown back into Morgantown. Well, you can't fly straight into Morgantown. You have to fly to Pittsburgh, then they fly you into Morgantown from there. And they had one of the prop planes, and it was during a thunderstorm.
Oh shit.
Oh, it was rattling. It was rattling. And I'm looking around like, are there parachutes on board just in case? Like, and the worst thing, it was during night, so it's like pitch black, right? So you don't even know. You just see the lightning, and you hear the thunder, and you're shaking, and the rain's pouring down. It's like, oh, this isn't going to be good.
That's kind of the way it was when we went to San Antonio. We flew from Louisville to San Antonio on can't remember what airlines we flew, but it was one of the planes that had one seat on one side. And the other side was 2 seats.
Yeah.
And you couldn't even hardly stand up in the thing, right?
Yeah.
So you're flying from here to San Antonio, or no, we've actually flown to Houston. So we went to Houston, and it's maybe a 3-hour flight or something, whatever it was, 2.5, 3 hours. From Houston to San Antonio, which is like literally a half hour, it was like a big 747 with like, I don't think it was one of the ones with like seats in the middle or whatever. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. Why was we not on this plane for the long flight? And you go from Houston to San Antonio, which no more than you got up, you're already coming back down. You know, he's already descending. And it's like, and we're in this great big ass plane. Like, that didn't make any sense. Of course, Shannon at the time, she's still not a big fan of flying, but she was scared to death. She hated flying. And that flight the whole time from Louisville to Houston was like rocky and bouncing. And
you're like, hold on.
Like, of course, she was pregnant, so she couldn't drink or do anything. You know, she was like,
nerves are racked.
Yes.
No, when you fly from here to DC, that's the kind of plane you'll fly on, like one of the one where it's like a 1 and a 2 on a lot of the smaller jets and stuff. But
I'm gonna say, was it U.S. Airways or U.S. What was that? U.S.
There was U.S. Airways that had the smaller ones as well.
Yeah, this would have been 15 years ago, so I don't even know if they're still around.
And
that's what it was. U.S. Airways.
Like the small
I think
partner planes.
United consumed them.
Maybe you might be right, Eric. Yeah, they change hands so much; it's hard to keep up with them anymore.
Yeah. Erie says she's never flown a plane. Wow. Yeah, I mean, flying on a plane, I don't know. I got used to it, so it's kind of like you fly enough, you start getting used to it. Like, you know, when the gears are shifting, and you see some people freak out. I had one lady one time when I flew, and we didn't even take off. So I'm in the row ahead of them, and they're behind me. It's her and I think her 2 kids or whatever like that and everything. And she's like, "Oh my God, I can't take it. I'm on this plane. I can't breathe." And they're like, "Mom, we haven't even taken off yet." And she's already freaking out. She's reaching for the bag before we even leave the airport. Like, we're still on the runway, and she's already her face is in the bag. And it's like, this is not going to be a fun flight.
There was one lady for me. She was bawling. I'm like, "Are you okay?" She's like, "Oh my God, it's a turbulence." And it was like real light. I mean, it was light. I'm like, "Lady," I said, "I've been in some turbulence. You would be screaming your lungs."
Yeah, I was going to say, this isn't anything.
Yeah.
This isn't nothing.
I will say, though, once you fly like a private plane, have either of you ever flown?
I haven't done a private
plane?
one.
Yeah.
So I flew.
Whoosh.
Yeah, the company I used to work for, we flew up to one weekend. Me and it was a veneer company. We used to buy a bunch of veneer from, actually in Coldwater, Michigan. You know where that is, Eric?
Yep, I know where Coldwater is. Yep.
Yeah, so we flew in from here. They come and picked us up. Actually, right by my house, there's one of those little not private, but small commuter like airports.
Mm-hmm.
So they flew in there. You just go, you walk up, and we got on the plane. We was actually just flying up there to play golf for the weekend. Is all we were doing. They was having like a scramble or something on that Saturday for customers or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So they come in, flew, got on the plane. Guys like, "Want a beer?" I'm like, "Sure." That big old cooler full of beers. Like, "This is nice." So we just fly right back into the airport and got it right off. And it was like, yeah. And then he just drove us to where we needed to go. I was like, man.
Nice.
This is how the rich lives, I guess. Like, I've never done it before, and haven't done it since. It's like, that's the only way.
We've got a little King Air time. We got a little King Air we can get. It's only like a 7-passenger plane. Well, 9 because of the pilots. It's an 8-9 passenger.
Right.
It's you just like you said. You drive up. You go on. Oh, everyone ready to go? Yep. You get on the plane, and then you're off.
Yeah. I've actually done it twice. I've actually done it twice because the company I used to work for that went to the veneer place, our company had a plane. It was like a nice, like 10-person seat, multi-million-dollar plane that the owner had. He would just fly that everywhere. Most of the time, just for personal use. Go to Florida for his condo, whatever. You got that much money. I wouldn't live in Iowa either. I would just go to Florida all the time.
I wouldn't stay here either. Yeah. Yeah, we got one of our airports here. They have like a couple of the executive shuttle planes they have now. They call them like the little small jets, like you guys are talking about, where you can fly from here to DC. And it's only like 6 or 7 people, like teams. Some of the companies, they'll go there, like their executive teams, and instead of dealing with our main like Covington, Cincinnati airport, they just jump on that one. So
yeah, which is a cool thing. Like, so the airport I was talking about is like literally 2 miles from my house, so we can look out our back window and watch some of the little planes fly. Being Derby, Saturday's Derby, Kentucky Derby, which is
people
way late
for sure. Yeah,
with no fans. No fans this year, but normal times you could see all the celebrities and stuff. They'd always fly into this airport because it was a lot faster. Even though you got to go across the river, it's a little bit further drive, but the traffic, I guess, the traffic, I guess, for the airport was way less, and you could tell the difference of like a little small, small 2-seater or something compared to like a big celebrity. Just the sound of them are just like, oh, somebody's got some money.
If you're a celebrity, you go to your airport, not have to deal with any of the fans and stuff. It makes sense, it'd be worth it to go there and land in a car.
And also, Papa John, I don't know if he still does, but he had an actual hangar built at this airport right here, and that's where he'd fly in and out of all the time. Nice. I don't know if he still has it there or not, but since he's not Papa John anymore, but
isn't he? That's where like the first Papa John place is at. It was right around your area, the Louisville kind of.
Yeah, he's actually from the hometown where I went to high school at. So funny story. My brother's 8 years older than I am. I just turned 45 Tuesday, so he'll be 53 in December. So when he was in high school, I can't remember if it was John Schnatter, Papa John, or if it was his brother. Used to buy him beer and his buddies beer when they were in high school before they were of age. But yeah, funny. Papa John actually started his pizza out of a broom closet at a local little pub, like a bar in Jeffersonville. Yeah, kind of weird. And he just took off and skyrocketed. But yeah, he's from my hometown, kind of hometown-ish, I guess you could say. From where I went to high school at, he's from that hometown.
See, Jeff said 16 is probably an exaggeration. Talking about 16 hours on a plane, but it was a non-jet flight to Germany. We were in the nets. Then we stopped. Then we swapped to Saudi. Erie said, "The fuck, you never had a Mounds."
I have never had a Mounds.
I've never actually had a Mounds. I had an Almond Joy when I was a kid. I'm not an Almond Joy fan. I just remember that taste being kind of something that reminds me of here. Mounds is a dark chocolate Almond Joy with the joy or the almonds or almonds. Almonds or almonds.
One has nuts and one doesn't, right? You know what the commercial says?
Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't. Because. Yeah. God, I remember that old commercial too, man. They don't make jingles today like they used to make back in the day.
No, not at all.
I mean, they made them back in the day. That's what, like, the funny thing when Demolition Man came out, because that one station was all commercials. Because a lot of commercials were like sing-along songs back in the day. So.
Right, yeah.
I feel joy shoving them in my face. Oh, them thing. Oh, we're talking about the mouse. Why no saying chocolate almond joy without the nut?
One. Oh, I wanted to say that in Chinese.
That's opening up. Yeah, I was gonna say that's opening up a whole nother.
Yeah.
Mounds and nuts.
Jeff said Russian vodka shot with the pickleback. So you do a shot of Russian vodka, and then pickleback is the pickle juice, I think.
I don't know.
It is, but sometimes I don't like nuts all up in my mouth. This is what happens when Alan leaves the area alone.
That's right. Yeah, that's on him.
Dolly got a kick out of that one. Oh man, you were setting me up for moderation. Yummy almond joy, Dolly said. Dollar Beer in the house. What is going on, Dollar Beer? Good to see you. Cheers. Welcome to the channel, and love the Natty Daddy as the avatar there.
Natty Daddy.
That's definitely a Dollar Beer for sure.
Ain't $1 anymore.
We get them for $1 here still.
Oh fuck, I don't.
You don't? Yeah, we still get them. I think like 99 cents.
Anything more would be offensive.
It'd be highway robbery.
I think they want like $1.39 for Nanny Daddy here for the 25 ounce. I'm like, my God.
And that reminds me, shout out to Joe, who's not here again, but we're kind of using it now. But I did finally get a Genesee Cream Ale, so I am going to be doing a review on the Genesee Cream Ale here on the channel too. For the longest time, he'd been telling me to check it out, but I hadn't.
I've never had one. Still,
the Genesee Cream Ale, Todd, is the best of the Genesee beers. It is by far.
We can't get them in Indiana, so I'm about to get them in Louisville.
I got it. Actually, I got it at one of our places here in Kentucky, Party Town. I ended up getting a 22-ounce can, and then I also got the regular Genesee because I never did the regular Genesee either. So the only Genesee I've ever done on the channel is Genesee Ice.
Oh,
which I wasn't a big fan of.
But I mean, it was ice beer, so it had more alcohol, so I got it down.
Eric, wasn't that what you was looking for when we were in Cincinnati? Was that the one
Genesee
you were looking
Ice?
for?
No, it was the Mickey's. It was the Mickey's.
Oh, okay.
And remember, I got it, and Joe goes, "Come on, Eric, what are you doing?"
But I was thinking there was another one you were looking for that you didn't
all
find.
these other beer, and Eric's like, I'm getting this one right here.
I'll take this one right here.
So Jack comes up to me, which is Joe's
Bang
dad.
for your buck.
Jack goes, "Have you had this one? I've had this one and this one and this one, and they're freaking all the most." I'm like, "I haven't, Jack. I'm sorry, I haven't." "Oh man, they're really good. You gotta try. There's this one and this one and this one." I'm like, "Okay, all right." Once he got to the point of feeling comfortable, he was an open book.
Jack was a blast.
Oh yeah, he was great.
Yeah,
he was great.
And Joe, if you're watching, dude, we hope to see Jack again one time, dude. He was awesome. He was.
Yeah. Always welcome. Erie, I've never been on a plane. Also, Dolly says she's too afraid. I rather drive where I need to go. Erie said, "Yeah, but sometimes you have those long drives, and it's like, man, I should have flown."
I sound like Shannon. That's why she was too.
Now, the only thing now is with me driving, I can stop at places and say, "Oh, wait a minute, there's Liquor Barn. Let's see what they got in there for beer."
It's true. Yes. Do you plan when you go on trips? Do you plan to see what's around so you can stop and get beers?
When I plan a trip, first I look at where we're going to. And then I pull up Google Maps for a radius of where the closest brewery or
see what's around
the way.
Yes.
Once I look at that, then I look at stuff on the way there along the route to see if there's anything I might want to stop at as we drive through. Because I found some nice little things you would not know to stop in before that actually had some really good beers there. So, it's a big fundamental part of when I travel. Where are the beer stores?
Especially when you're out of state. For states where you can't get distribution of certain things,
Yeah, so I definitely do that, and that's what see specs it now. Like when we got to the cabin, we went to Gatlinburg a few weeks ago. And I told her, I'm going to go over here. I finally had I forgot what the name of the place is now, but we have them here as well. And I'm like, oh, it's over here. It's like 10 minutes from here. I'm going to go see what kind of beer they got. And she's like, yeah, I figure you probably would at some point. So, yeah. They're coming back, and it was like going down. I was like, oh, there's Liquor Barn. She's like, we're not stopping Liquor. I was like, well, I'm stopping on the way back. He's either now or then, but however you want it, it's going to happen. And on the way back, I ended up stopping there on the way back and grab some beers there.
Take your choice.
Yeah. She's like, why do you got to stop? It's like, because I'm in a different part of the state or I'm in a different state, and you can't get these everywhere. It's not my fault distribution is screwed up in this country. You have to go and get it when you're there. If this is like England where you can order anywhere no matter what, it'd be different, but it's not.
That's right.
You got Blake in the house. Oh, snap, here it is. What is going on, Blake? Cheers, my friend.
What's up, Blake?
Of course, Blake TV over there. So tomorrow, Friday Night Throwdown, 9 o'clock over on his channel. If you don't know Blake TV, make sure you check him out as well. Dolly said, Erie, I don't drive either. So she doesn't drive and she doesn't fly. Bring a lot of bike miles, riding the bike. Blake says, cheers, fans. Smash that like. Thanks, my friend.
Hey, what's going on, buddy?
I tip well on entertainment, Jeff says.
Entertainment.
Yeah, the funniest story I've heard, and I wasn't actually there for this, but we had one event one time where the guys were down there like on a sales trip, and they went to one of the bars, they were saying, but the bar was a steakhouse, but it was also a strip club. So they went there, and when they get their bills, they actually put the name of the steakhouse on it. So they catered to the entertainment for the executives, I guess you could say. So they were able to. Oh man! So they went there a couple times from what I heard. Oh, I witnessed something that messed me up. Never learned. Oh wow, it must have been a bad incident, I guess.
Oh.
That sucks. Oh shit, and his net don't go down no more, so he's here to stay. Yeah, his net has been fixed, I believe. Hey, sexy Blake's up. Have you met Blake, Dolly?
Yeah, have you met Blake?
No, that's horrible. Yeah. LOL, cheers, Dolly. Oh, let's see here. It is eerie, but I got a cool bike though. Oh, it was the bike miles. Look at that. Biking around town. I learned some gang language. I heard sup, so I use it. Still can't get that rap music though. Jeff, titties and beer calls.
I've seen that, Jeff. I've seen that.
Well, Jeff, they ain't free.
I've seen that, Jeff. I've seen it.
Yeah, right. Pumpkin spice bologna sounds nasty in here. Yeah, she put that hate mail on my Facebook page.
And tagged me too. She brought me into the mix.
I'm a true gangster, carrying some pepper spray in my fanny pack. Fried bologna sandwiches sound better. But would you fry a pumpkin bologna sandwich is the question. And if you fry a pumpkin bologna sandwich, what do you put on it?
I want to know, was that I didn't even read the article. Is that a real thing? Was that a real thing?
It wouldn't surprise me if it was.
I mean, me either, but
I haven't seen it at my store. When I go to Kroger this weekend, I'll have to see if they actually have pumpkin bologna. I'll take a picture of it, I guess. But
you gotta buy it.
Yeah.
You gotta buy it, right? You gotta buy it.
You gotta buy it. You gotta buy it.
I'll Venmo or PayPal you $5. Just pick it up.
I'd be like the sergeant in Full Metal Jacket. Holy shit! What is that? What the fuck?
What? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh man! Shout out to Arlie Emery. Rob's doing a fried pumpkin bologna sandwich live. That's not happening.
Yes, it is.
A fried pumpkin bologna sandwich with some Zima. There you go. That's a meal of champions right there. Yeah, Blake. Hell yeah, fried with cheese. 40 lap dancers later, his shit is rejected. Yeah, we can't cover your card, sir.
It was cover 30, but not 40.
Down to the knees.
No.
That's someone's grandma working.
Gilbert, come on, man.
Grandma, what are you doing here, Grandma?
It's the Golden Girls.
Are you making any pies for your hubs? Cheers, and smash that like. Shit pies is always getting.
Shit pies. Damn, Mary.
Show the love.
Yeah, Mary.
Eric Lamelo, that's sexy.
What is?
What did you do that was sexy for
Dolly?
Dolly?
What Dolly? What are you talking about? I gotta know, Dolly. I gotta know, and you're not.
Blake says, I wish that was a baller. I wish all in waffles wish you were ballers. I guess. You know what Daddy likes.
Miss Dolly.
Sammy, cheers, brother. Happy Thursday to you. Hopefully everything's rolling well for you too. Sammy Russell in the house. Good evening, everyone. So welcome to the channel. Man, I like doing these on Thursday because you guys make me all laugh. And like Friday, I'm happy, and then just right into the weekend. So
that's right.
Sammy, on, dude. We talk about everything on this channel. Everything.
Pretty much. But in a series too, those Walmart 50-cent pies are scrumptious. I don't even go into Walmart, but 50-cent pies, are they stale or something? Like, are we talking about like little tasty
like
type pies?
It's the leftover McDonald's pies that you get. I'm just giving to Walmart to some 50 cents.
I found these in the parking lot of McDonald's. I thought we could sell them there. Like, that apple is freaking delicious. Eric said, "What's up to Sammy?" Let's scroll down here. Comments started coming in hot.
Coming in hot, brother.
People buzzing the tower here. Blake TV secret baller. Hey Eric, and being a baller is just you a broke ass. Big Daddy is in the house. She calls you Big Daddy. Look at that. I wish I was taller.
I wish I was a baller.
Good one, Blake. Good one.
Simon said, Blake being taller, you hit your head on more stuff. Yeah. Blake, don't worry about that shit. I'm 5 feet. Kids are bigger than me. What up, sugar? Oh, what up, daddy? Hey, you guys gotta say that Tinder shit for later.
Yeah, no kidding.
Showing like a villain dollar. You got some weird friends. Don't blame Blake. Oh man, Blake, you betcha. Right, how you night, my brother? Yeah, I'm doing good. I actually just got in. I was actually just finishing this one up right now, which is the pastry snack, SHNACK, Imperial Coffee, Coconut, Marshmallow, Chocolate, and Vanilla Stout, and it is scrumptious. So I'll have to get the review up on that one as well. Definitely prefer that one. No? I take that one over to You Damn Skippy, which You Damn Skippy wasn't bad as a peanut butter porter. Just have to, you take it as what it is. It's got the peanut butter flavor, but you do get, again, that artificial play in there. Oh, blame Blake for everything. Just as Roger, the happiest fight I ever had was in those fucking heads. I was coming home and see 130 that lost an engine. Wow. Does that freak you out with the engine going out?
Well, if they had 4, it probably could have still flown to the other 3.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but you see an engine go out, you still could freak out.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
I'd have been like, hey, I'm still in here this netting, brother. You can go down. I'm off your legs.
You see your squad leader turn around. Everybody got their parachutes, right? What are you talking about?
Yeah, wait, what?
I kind of got beer in my bag right now. I didn't bring the chute. Damn it. Doctor, you got slimmer, Big Daddy. Who's making you suffer?
I am definitely not slimmer. Dolly, I'm not. I'm not slimmer. I'm not slimmer.
30. And yeah, Jeff said a military plane is a pretty big plane there. Who was it? I have friends that were military, and they used to tell me about the one thing they hated to fly was I want to say, was it the AC? What they the double helicopters? They said those things would always go down. Like you were always nervous when you had to fly out on one of the ACs. Blake said, "Erie, love you too, homie." Was on a plane once, but I got high. Wah, wah. You in the military, Jeff? Oh boy. Not now. Hell no. Blake, best kind. Oh, you retired, Jeff? And you got braces? Asking for a friend.
Oh boy.
Why does that always come up with Blake about the whole braces thing? That's just
a bad experience on his part, I think.
That's his go-to.
Oh boy.
LMAO trying to find your kids, Blake. Oh, you bitch, Blake. Now you know. I know about the midget you keep under the sink. Oh man, I know where my kids are at. Yes, ma'am. Erie ain't heard from since they got locked up. Behind bars. Oh, just to the Blake, you holding out on me? Oh, that's funny. That's good stuff there. Dolly again. She must be feeling good tonight. She says, just sexy.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Smash that likes. Thanks as always, buddy. Jeremy's in the house. Cheers, all. Jeremy V. If you guys haven't checked out Jeremy, make sure you check him out. He actually had a stream earlier tonight. Good stuff. Fun as always. And one mean ass guitar player. Yes. Definitely check out his music videos.
I'm gonna have to check out your guitar playing, Jeremy.
Oh, his guitar is off the hook.
Yeah. Really good.
Yeah. And then Dolly says Mr. 25 as she calls JV. Cheers, Jeremy. Cheers. Oh, how you, Dolly? Simon, Jeff, Blake. Everyone said hello. Jeremy V in the house. With Blake's behind bars at everybody. You gotta let that bar thing go for Blake there. Jeremy said, cheers, Eric. Hope all is well. Cheers. That jingle sticks in the head. Is that the one from the almonds? And not the almonds. Well, it's got almonds, the mounds. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Because. Papa John's Pizza got me to take a dump on the Durham line.
Oh, what? Gilbert? God, Gilbert.
Not a sexy Jew Dolly, Jerry says. Damn, Erie, LML. I've never been a huge Papa John's fan, even
I
before
Me
he had
either.
this stuff
couldn't
going on.
son. Come on.
Me either.
Come on, Gilbert. Come on.
When you got to go, you got to go. Thanks, Simon. Could have joined us earlier tonight. Yeah, thank you, Jeremy. Out of context, damn, that's like an hour ago. Yeah, I mean, wasn't it an hour ago? Was it that long ago? What the fuck, Erie? Rajay, an hour behind, Jeff? No, I mean, I'm on 11 o'clock right now. It's 11:16, so I'm only 16 minutes
Jeremy.
off.
Yeah, Jeremy.
Oh, you were thinking that I just said it. Dogs I like Ham's beer, 175 over here. But do you chew the can after you drink the Hams? We know someone that does. LOL, Erie. Jeremy say dang again. She's just always like to flirt with Jeremy. Jeremy, I should have. I'm not able to keep track of all the various shows. A lot of stuff happening on YouTube. Going to call in and type some stupid crap like steak. Going to go all in. Going to do a Saturday night show. If you want to join, more than welcome to. Nice. We may actually do a Saturday night thing here with the question show if we can get Shannon on here. Except Jeremy. Oh, wait. Saturday sounds great. We will be back from fishing and winding down. Fishing.
Fishing. Nice, Simon.
Dang, Dolly. At least I didn't bring up Stacy in her box. Well, actually, you did bring up Stacy in her box.
Just
did.
Yeah, he just did.
Oh, I wish they would show their guns. Out of context statements are the best. Damn it, Dolly. LMAO. Yeah, Dolly will get you going. Always the best, Jeff. Please bring it up, Erie. Why do I feel like we have our own show going on in the chat? It always happens that way, Jeremy. Always happens that way.
Always happens.
Bring the beer. Beer barns are the best. Yeah, liquor barn. They had the liquor barn. They had the beer barn. I went to the liquor barn, actually, where I got the beer, but they had a lot of good liquor in there. Said it's much delayed from what shows up on the live stream. Yeah, I mean, the opposite. True. Stacy's box can't bring these things up. I mean, unless they are into that kind of thing. Oh, Stacy. Poor Stacy. Here's to hoping you will. You will, Jeremy. Drive in, get dry ice and beer. Remind the feckers to put the dry ice on the bottom. Is it on the bottom for the dry ice?
Is it
You
what?
get beer? I've got beer delivered with dry ice on the bottom and the top.
No.
And Jeff S., who I don't know. Oh, well, now you met Jeff. And then Dolly, and Jeff says, Dolly, I am harmless. He is harmless. He's not like Paul P.A. Brunus, who might lock you up in the basement. Jeff S. So you say, I haven't seen Paul in a bit either. I mean, that's all. I've seen him online. I haven't been just talking to Paul in a while.
He was on.
Yeah, he was on last week for a minute, wasn't he?
Did he come on last week for a bit?
Yeah, for a minute. Yeah.
Okay, all right, because he's working nights and stuff, so stuff just runs together at points. Don't burn the bologna. And well, for fuck's sake, just don't.
Yeah.
Oh, Jeremy, what are you sipping on? I never burn meat, Jeff.
Dolly.
It burns. It burns. Cheap beer, hams right now. Well, are you chewing the can, Jeremy? Like, are you chewing it up like Ron when you're done?
There ain't nothing wrong with it.
Jeremy, I got those heels you like on. What is wrong with Dolly tonight?
It's been a while. She's in rare form.
Look out.
Oh, I love hams, Jeremy. Like, my ex's face just saying the O face. Blake got those O skills, apparently. What is this? Oh, gosh. Whatever you like, Big Daddy. Big Daddy.
Hey, Dolly.
She said Big Daddy at Jeremy now. She's replacing him.
Oh, you've been replaced.
What the hell? What the hell?
Jeff says now he catches up. I always catch up at some point here.
And she hasn't even brought up pecker wipes yet.
Oh, she will now. No, you still got a bit before he gets here. I'm here. I am here, Erie. Comment was made at 10:11, seeing a delay. Was it 10-11 or was it 11-10? Did I hear he lost an inch? Who lost an inch? I wish I was a baller. And Blake, will be broadcasting tomorrow night. What time? And what my Impala, Blake? Rajay, you joke, but that's literally that. You joke, but that literally that went down. The Blake's going at 9 Eastern and 8 Central. Cool Blake, Erie, Nicole, why not? Jeremy, just find your channel, so we'll look for your streams also. You didn't have Jeremy's channel before? I thought you knew Jeremy, Simon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, everyone, cheers, and we'll talk to you soon. Cheers, Simon. Great that you swung by, my friend. Good to see you. Make sure y'all check out Simon as well. So who lost an inch? I don't know where this lost an inch came from. Was somebody in the pool? Cool, Simon.
It's shrinkage! It's shrinkage! I was in the pool! It's shrinkage!
I just think of the song and wish it was a little bit taller. I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
Dolly's got her tongue out. I'm still waiting to find out, Dolly. So she's looking to see who, I guess Erie's not trying to find who lost an inch as well. What's up, Cypress? Cheers. Good to see you. Hey, the other two guys.
What's up,
That's
Hey,
Hey, the other two guys. Hey, Rod, what's up? And you two.
That's Eric and Todd. You can't see their name because the comments are, but that's Eric and Todd there. My great uncle was in the Air Force and hated flying those Sabres. Oh, I think what you were talking about was the that have been mentioned when I made the helicopter comment. But I have friends that were afraid to fly those ACs. Hey Cypress, hey Jeremy, Fifi, and everyone, and hey Erie. And let's see here. Now this is all showing up now, and I am embarrassed. Why are you embarrassed? Hey Blake, hey Cypress. And we're going down. Rajay rocks. Thank you, brother. Rajay, thank you, brother. And holy crap, wife brought me home 360 double chocolate. That's a good woman right there. Very nice.
Yes.
It is chocolate adjacent. And Simon was on my live before, so not sure on that. Known him for a good while. I don't know. Maybe Simon's drunk. I don't know. I pretty much knew he knew you. Hey, Todd and Eric SS. Yeah, I thought he was too. You need an inch before losing an inch. Okay, Gilbert. That is true, Eric. So, yeah. About the ending and the inch before you losing it. Well, I guess you can't lose an inch if you don't have it, I guess.
You don't have it, right.
Yeah, that's true, too. Blake says, I love braces.
Blake.
Oh, so sorry. Got you. Okay. I got my acronym game isn't up on stuff nowadays. Unless it's an Urban Dictionary acronym, I can tell you some of that stuff means. Yeah. Oh, that's all. Yeah. So there we go. And I've made it to the end of the chat in a good amount of time. Oh, so you love skyscrapers, Blake? Talking about the braces. This is the braces. You got to put braces in for skyscrapers.
Not going there. Not going there.
Not gonna do it.
Although I think Blake likes tall women though too. So, and Blake, I got bad news about your kids. He tried to say brace yourself, buddy, but to brave yourself. So it kind of You almost had it, like the old Geico commercial with the guy on the money on the end of the fishing stick. You almost had it.
So close.
So close. You fumbled at the goal. You didn't even fumble at the goal line. You're like one of those players that ran down the field, about to score a touchdown, and they just dropped the ball. Because they didn't even know they weren't even
before you scored.
Yeah, before you scored.
Just laid it down. Like, nope. Fumble.
Oh, Blake's going to his old material. I came again. Maybe get Blake a new book there of some of this stuff. Now he said, "Brace, too late. This moment's going, Jeremy. Moment's going." I'm on my stupid phone. Excuses, Jeremy. Excuses. Dial one.
Damn, I'm correct.
Yeah. Black and Decker, Pecker Wrecker. He's just rhyming a rhyme now, Gilbert. I hate YouTube channel phone. It's terrible. Well, it could have been you might be a little inebriated as well while you're typing on the phone.
Possibly. It'd make the most sense.
Blake laughs at JP there. But yeah, well, I think we're to the end of that. We didn't really talk any of the beer news, but that's all right. So we'll save that stuff for later. I mean, there was some stuff out there, but nothing pressing. Actually, tomorrow, for the first time, because we've had this Rona stuff, I got to actually get up early to go to the dentist at once, which I haven't been to the dentist since. I was supposed to go back in March, but everything was kind of like, let's see what happens down the line. And I got an eye exam tomorrow, too, so.
Dang.
Just kind of stuff I haven't caught up. I mean, I'm just going in to get the stuff done. So it's kind of like I didn't have any pain, so I didn't need to go to the dentist. But at the same point, I get a checkup, and then the eye thing, I need new contacts, so I had to go get the new prescription for that. But there was no need to go with everything else happening. Get in there, and last thing you want is go to the doctor appointment and pick up Rona from somebody.
Yeah.
Jeremy said, actually, I am pretty sober, so he's defending himself. He's pretty sober. NEB is actually, I'm back. I thought you were doing Dungeons and Dragons tonight.
Yeah.
With D&D.
Yeah.
If you did, that was the quickest session I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. What kind of dungeon master are you, Alan, if it happened that quickly?
Not a good one.
Yeah. Oh, so Jeremy and Blake, and not as impressive as the fact that Blake still has skin on his shit. So I'm not going to ask you either. Like,
don't go there.
I think it's probably too. Hit you all later. Yeah.
All right, Jeremy. Take care, man.
Take care, brother. Again, BFN Eclectic. BFN. My acronym game is not there. It's not there.
My acronym game isn't there.
Cheers, UV. You got some weird friends with sets on braces selling that for really weird shit. Cheers, Eclectic. About to sleep. No. Yeah. BFNC. I would think. Well, see, GN. Good night, Jeremy. Like, I don't do BFN. Later, Cyprus. I did. They finished. Oh, they did finish a campaign. One of them for their level 20 took a spell that run through the last challenge. It's like diarrhea. Oh, that's wicked. I said that was a fast campaign. Sipping those Rhythm Suns. Cheers, Cyprus. BFN. Oh, bye for now. Okay. I don't think I've ever said bye for now before, so I wouldn't have known that one.
I was thinking big fucking, I don't know what the end would have stood for, but
all I hear is speak, Alan.
You should be used to this, Erie. Come on.
We're Erie and Alan in the same house sometimes. You have to wonder. I'm a generic Fabio. Breaking news.
generic Fabio.
It's not a Canadian A. LOL.
Oh.
And or like not even Walmart brand, more like Dollar Tree brand. Yeah. All right. Well, we are at that just about 11:30 point, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this baby down. And thanks for everybody that tuned in. But wait, there's more. It's not over yet because we couldn't possibly leave without giving this one man the shot to make sure you guys are all safe and not out there being stupid. Because I did find out earlier this week, one of my friends actually was hit by a drunk driver, but she's actually fine, all that kind of stuff. But again, it's just something you got to be careful out there. So that being said,
all right, guys, if you had too much to drink, please get a designated driver. If you don't know my spiel, but I'm going to say it one more time, guys, please don't drive home drunk, okay? Because if you do, you're going to get pulled over by the cops. They're going to make you do that stupid-ass sobriety test and get a free ride to jail. Then you're going to have court fees and then possible prison time. And then if you hit or kill somebody, you guys know you're going to be in the slammer for a while. And if you kill yourself, all you've done is hurt your family and friends. Put yourself 6 feet under. Just sleep off your buzz, get your car the next day. Take advantage of the apps on your phone like Uber, the Lyft app. Make sure you have a cab number in your phone. Have a buddy come get you. If you're too inebriated to call those, have the bartender get your ride. Just something so you're not having to drive home drunk and you're putting other lives at risk because you guys know how this all goes. There's thousands upon thousands of dollars in court costs, and you have your jail fees, and then you have lawyer fees, and then all this other stuff, and then your license gets revoked, all that sort of stuff, because it's really, really hard to get your life back on track if you end up driving home drunk because of all the stuff that's happened. Just please do not drive home drunk. Take a couple of seconds, download the apps on your phone, put a number of a cab in your phone. It is really the best thing to do if you're too inebriated to drive home drunk. And if your car gets impounded at the end of the day, what is it, like 50, 75, $100 to get it back out? Way, way better than thousands upon thousands of dollars. All right. Just please don't drive home drunk.
No doubt. It makes no sense to do something like that. And
I think that's the best PSA I've done in some time. I won't say that.
well, you're pretty sober tonight, so
There's a little new spin on it too. I liked it.
yeah. But like Cypher said, she actually lost her uncle to a drunk driver, so please don't drink and drive. It's just you don't know what that outcome could be, and it's not worth putting yourself in that position, especially in today's time when you have so many opportunities and ways to actually get home safely. Yeah. So
and really, if you're that far away, it's only like $50 to get yourself back home. What's $50 compared to $10,000 or better?
Yeah,
compared to ruining your life.
Yep.
Yeah. But
or somebody else's.
Yeah, yeah. But thanks for everybody that tuned in tonight. It's always great, like I said, hanging out with all of you. Tomorrow night, 9 o'clock, Blake TV, 9 o'clock Eastern, Friday Night Throwdown over on Blake's channel. You guys can definitely check that out. Saturday night, possibly. Stay tuned. Make sure you hit that alarm bell. We may do the question game Saturday night, which you haven't done in a bit. And then I've got a 5-day weekend, so I'm going to be doing some more streams and videos over the next few days probably. And Eric, you got anything upcoming on your channel?
I got some more Detroit Lions news coming up. I'm going to throw in some Tigers and maybe even some Big Ten stuff. If they get starting to kind of come back, I'll put some stuff on there. Because you guys know I'm kind of more sports-oriented now than I am pretty much anything else. So that's going to be coming up on my channel. And I may do a little bit here and there about kind of what I've been doing around the house, a little bit of updates for you. So that's what might be coming up next week.
There you go. So make sure you check out Eric's channel as well, which is under Eric Brenner. Some good stuff that he's actually got going on there. And I think he has some other videos out there where you put some different thoughts on stuff too. So good stuff. All the people in the chat that you come across here, great channels to check out for everyone. Why would you put that out there, Erie? Are you guys even doing anything this season? Like,
hey, Blake.
Erie say, go Gamecocks.
Hey, Blake, right here, buddy. Right here.
Gilbert says, go Pack, go. Yeah, so there's a go Pack, go.
Suck, Pack, suck.
And so good night, everyone. Thanks for swinging by. Look forward to catching up with you guys soon. And make it a great Friday. And look, I got nothing else, really. I'm a lot of words. I'm kind of just.
Have a good Labor Day weekend.
Going to shut it out. And remember, it is the Rona season. So mask it or maybe casket.